We are totally doing this live and not as a post recording at all onto that whatsoever on that. Hello, everyone.
Oh my goodness! Hi, what's up, Chad? How you doing? How you doing?
To record live in front of a studio audience.
Yeah,
Read the sign, please.
Welcome to our Game of the Year discussion for 2025. Unfortunately, Twitch was deciding to not agree with us this year onto that and just refusing to get my stream up for tonight. And while we have everybody here, and because there's a lot of people, I don't want to reschedule it. So instead, we're going to be doing this as a post-recording that you're watching right now onto that.
Yay.
Don't worry, fellas. Your podcast stream is on a podcast video.
Oh.
Now you can watch it while you eat in the background.
Yo, YouTube eating, let's go.
Yo, hey, look, second monitor content is an underrated form of content.
Actually, no. Take us off your second monitor, put us on your phone or tablet, go do the dishes, fold your clothes, go be responsible while you listen to the podcast.
I know you got them.
Hey, you know what? Since this is being done in post, editor, if you're listening, I need you to put a GIF of Peter Parker dancing in the streets of New York.
God damn it.
Bold of you to assume I will go and edit that.
Who said you're editing?
Yeah, future editor Tevy. We all know it's Tevy.
Tevy needs to give me my part for the fucking.
I'm working on
it. Exactly. Anyway, so if you've never watched our previous years that we do this, because not everybody has always played games that came out this year, and and maybe did not define the year for us, we do it as a games you played for the first time this year onto it. We have our top 5, a honorable mention, and sometimes a dishonorable mention onto it. And we'll just be working from me first, usually in the rotation, all the way down onto that in the Discord call, or left to right, as you guys will see on screen onto that. So yeah, I think to get started onto this, I feel like this was the year for me. It's a very backlog heavy year, but also I had most of my list figured out. 5th place was a bloodbath on that one for mine onto that. What about for you guys? Was there any spots in particular that were hell?
My entire list was a goddamn bloodbath. I even 1 and 2 were fighting with each other.
This was a strange year. Lots of weird picks and nothing that had to come in with a steel chair, but just weird.
Yeah, I knew my number 1, but with my list, I always like to make it of games that actually did come out this year personally, just because that's how I always like to do it. And I played a decent amount, but not all the ones I wanted to, because, hey, I'm in my mid-20s, and last year was a lot, so I kind of had to throw some things together, but I think I'm okay with my list.
You see, Ace, that steel chair, to borrow it because I played a series wasn't expecting to get into last year.
He stole all the steel chairs. He threw at least 3 games through the announce table.
Because the game I thought was going to be my number 1 became my number 5 because number 1 got sniped.
All right, well, let's get going with this, and I am wondering, I feel like this game's on a lot of our lists, but I don't know where it is for other people. It's Sonic Racing! Did anyone else have this on number 5 for theirs?
Yes.
I
did.
It was a contender. It unfortunately did not make it for me.
So yeah, with Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, this one's interesting to me because if you were following me beforehand, you knew I was very pessimistic about this game for the longest time going in. The initial beta didn't get me. I kept asking who's the game for onto that, but then I think it was the last beta that was okay. Now I think I'm starting to jive with it, and now it easily became the kart racer for me of the year that I played the most by far.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
oh, yeah.
last beta came out. We all tried it, and we all had the same thought of, hang on, wait, this game's good.
Someone
Hang on,
cooked
hang on,
here.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What do you mean they've been cooking this whole time?
Yeah,
It was just the fact that it was also $70.
But I think for me, the biggest thing that I really liked about Crossworld the most onto that was the tracks were already very good, but honestly, that Crossworld mechanic really does add a lot to it, because you would think it'd be like, but I just want to race on the same track 3 times onto it. Having the Crossworld mechanic of having an entirely other track, 1, to add variety, and 2, of that it's a lot harder to plan your build around the track onto that, because it cannot be hyper specific enough, because you might get screwed by the Crossworld. And it also adds incentive for staying in first, because they get to choose whatever track it becomes onto that. And also just the general, I feel like there is just the right amount of skill and luck being involved. I think my one major complaint is that if you get hit on that final lap, it can absolutely demolish you really hard once you get to the higher ranks of this game.
It's one of those things where I think this game's biggest strength. I think this game's biggest strength and weakness is the same as Mario Kart. Except I think it's higher on I think it's higher and lower on both ends. When it's chaotic in the fun way, it's really fun. But when it's chaotic in the bad way, you just want to rip your hair out. So it's like, how is that fair?
But I do think this was easily the game. I think it might be the multiplayer game I did the most of this year onto that by far.
Definitely was for me.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to what will come next year with content onto that, because it does seem like it's performing much better than Sega anticipated on that. And I think maybe Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog might have just gotten sniped for the best spin-off, maybe, onto that. I think I'm still out on that one, but
man, Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog's in the lead. It's gonna do it. It's gonna do that. Is that a King Boom Boo? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
I think they have come out and said that because of its success, they are planning more content after the DLC is done, which is great. So whether we get another batch of paid DLC or if they keep continuing with the free stuff, I would like it to be both.
Hey, you know what, fellas? Shout out to Sonic the Hedgehog. They've been cutting all the roll lately.
Yeah, like the last 3 Sonic games have been really, really good.
Yeah,
we might be back? Question mark? Maybe.
I think whatever comes out either this year or next year will determine it.
Either way, 2025 was a good year for Sonic.
Yes.
Yeah. Anything more you wanted to add on, Debbie, since that was also your fave on that?
I gotta say, I absolutely adore this roster. Push away the free stuff real quick. I absolutely adore this roster. The fact that we have as many just Sonic characters as we do, man, why did they do this for Team Sonic Racing? Look, I'm always happy I'm going to be able to play as my boy Silver, and I'm going to be able to play as Blaze and stuff. But just having characters that we haven't been able to play as in a long time, even if it's a spinoff, having characters like Espio and Charmy, fucking Zavok and Zaz, like having them playable, it's great because a lot of the time we don't get to really play as these characters anymore, and now we can. And the dialogue between these characters. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I love the rival dialogue so much.
Strike builds, beat Dex builds every time. Don't cry about it.
I think that's another thing that really helped this game, because this wasn't developed by a third-party studio. This was Sonic Team.
Yeah. Sonic Team the assistance of the initial D development team. Yeah,
so this honestly got the Sonic Team budget, which I don't know that's a good thing or a bad thing, because I think that depends on
the director.
clearly after Frontiers and Shadow Generations, it's a good thing. But yeah, that's all I got to say. I'm looking forward to the lesbians next month.
which I now have some context for because I've actually started reading the comic. I'm like 19 issues in.
Read IDW.
Don't need to.
All right, Ace, you're number 5.
All right, it's a good thing I prepare for these 1 year ahead of time because I would have forgotten this came out this year. Because it's always the January, February games that kind of you forget. At least until it's like time for the podcast.
That's
Just
why
like,
I
oh
love
wait,
doing the media thread onto that. Remind
Oh,
me of
yeah, no,
shit.
that's why I
I
got my
do.
game clear collages.
So, yar har fiddly
Oh.
dee, you be a Yakuza?
Yep. Saw that coming.
That's right. We're doing.
Come out of 2025.
Oh yeah, that
Does-
did come out.
You ready for a stupid title because it's Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Ah! And of course, it's the Majima game because yes, we gotta milk Majima, milk. But don't worry, they actually are pretty tame with the Zero references this time around, anyway. But I have a certain subsection of game I really like, and it's called the Assassin's Creed 4 like.
Yeah.
It's like it is the pirate game formula, and thankfully they did it pretty well this time around. Like Sega's crack at it, pretty good. Good ship combat, good like it does something that AC4 doesn't do, and it gets you to actually familiarize yourself with your crew and not be an actual resource. Like in AC4 it's just a meter. Here it's like actual named NPCs you build up. Like the actual sailing is fun, the combat itself is good. There's nowhere near as many boarding sections as AC4, which is a plus in my book, because this should be an event, not a requirement. And the news of the Open Sea is surprisingly vast for it being a budget title, but not as vast as you hope. Especially with it being mostly relegated to the main side mode. But overall, I think Pirate Yakuza did a decent job of being the wacky woohoo spin-off side game, while still actually doing some interesting stuff to have it stand on its own, and also more clever reuse of assets, because you know what the series does. Like, Honolulu works surprisingly well in a non-RPG setting. My only issues is that I think there are too few sub-stories, none of which are on Rich Island or the big new zone Madlantis. And I felt like the story did fall a little flat in the midsection. I like Majima's characterization. I like his crew he builds up throughout the game. It just has a forgettable main villain, but a pretty good final set of twists in the ending. Thing about Majima's motivation for everything, a few plot details that they built off of the previous game, which I think is something people don't talk about much with Pirate Yakuza. It's a covert sequel to Infinite Wealth, and it is just kind of nice coming back to Honolulu and checking back in on existing characters just to see what they're doing. It made Infinite Wealth's main villain more interesting. And for all of it, I give it the award of the Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag of the Year.
Yeah, I might as well just add it now because it sadly did not make my top 5 for me. That's how stacked my year was. But yeah, no, it's a really good time.
All right.
Yeah,
Dyson.
Fellas. Join me on a quest to the mid 2010s. There was a little show called My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic.
All right.
Where is this going?
That unexpectedly got really popular. People really
Oh, I think I know where this is going.
People really got in the horses. It was
God
big.
damn it.
Here we go.
God damn
It
it!
was
This is where I
big.
thought it was going.
The swerve! The swerve!
It was big, and then it died down. But then horses became popular again because Uma Musume got its global release, and I became one of them. So number five is Uma Musume Pretty Derby.
God damn it.
Hot.
What? When the game finally came out globally and I played it, Well, listen, you were there. I was obsessed with this game. It still is actually a really fun gacha game. And honestly, a little bit of a roguelike. Because I really enjoy how how each part of the game actually feeds into each other, which is you do have a career mode that you can actually take your characters into to actually train them up like Pokemon, and then once you complete said career mode, you can actually put a team together and take that team online to race against other people. And let me tell you, the races in this game can get really intense, like actual actual horse racing, where you're just sitting there watching the screen, yelling like an idiot, just like, come on, special week, we trained for this special week.
Oh,
Go,
shit.
special week,
Come on.
go,
Come on, baby. Just a few more miles. Come on.
go,
Come on. Stop looking at me.
Oh, Gary Cap from the corner! No!
No, run! My last $10 are on you. Come on, don't look. Don't come over here.
And also the neat thing about it is the fact that because this whole franchise is owned by Side Games, and Side Games has a lot of gacha money, they also have their own animation studio, so they can use that gacha money to be like, hey, what if we also just made a show and we did the animation? And what if we also did a movie and a manga and a spin-off OVA?
Horses.
It is
everywhere.
It is all very successful. I'm still currently watching one of them. I was supposed to finish one off tonight, but the podcast happened.
The podcast devil appeared.
Dude, the podcast was happening for like 2 weeks. What do you mean?
You know what, Pat? 2 weeks ago, I went to watching Cinderella Grey. So yeah, number 5 is Uma Musume Pretty Derby.
All right. Triforce, number 5.
All right. So, yeah, we're already getting into this. Hi, Shadowbringers. Hi, Endwalker.
Let's go!
14 train never ends, baby!
Yeah, so last year I mentioned I had finished the base campaign of Shadowbringers, and this year I finished the patch content of Shadowbringers and the base campaign of Endwalker. Yeah, holy fuck. Holy fuck.
Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema.
I obviously can't really get into really anything about Endwalker without potentially spoiling previous expansions, but yeah, no, play 14. Play 14. Play 14. Play 14.
Hey, yo, my dog. Welcome to the club. Yo, shout out to all the 14 players in the call right now.
All the 14 players in this call, dab me up.
Yo, all my 14 players, dab me up.
Dab me up.
I don't have that button here.
Now, one thing I can say is, like, yeah, Endwalker's story, I, like, knowing this is basically the end of the first saga of 14, holy shit, what an ending. I absolutely did cry a few times.
It will, but it's interesting with Endwalker because I definitely feel like the game, in terms of, like, the feels moment, it's like a shotgun, I think. In terms of, not every one of those is going to hit, kind of deal. But at least one of those bullets is going to make its mark onto that.
Right in the heart. But yeah, and I did have to mention the patch content for Shadowbringers in this because the way it leads into Endwalker, holy fuck. Like, for those who were friends who I was kind of mentioning reactions to, for a good chunk of the end of Shadowbringers, I was like, okay, how the fuck does this lead to Endwalker? Like, how the fuck does this? And then
That's what I'm saying!
And then it hits.
Me and
then
Jason
it
kept
hits.
going the entire time when we were in 5.3. We were just like, what the fuck is Endwalker? Boy, we're like, where do we go with Endwalker?
How do we transfer from this to the moon?
And then it hits.
Yep.
But yeah, I honestly can't really say much more on that with the story because this is the end of a whole ass expansions long saga. Anything I say could be potential spoilers, really. But yeah, goddamn. Also, Red Mage is still really fucking fun.
Yeah. All right, Chris, number 5. Oh.
Listen, I told Tevin about this game a while back, and he told me, Chris, I swear to God, if this is on your top 5 list, so I need to apologize to Tevin.
Oh no.
I found this really funny game. I watched Vinesauce play it. I watched Jabroni Mike play it. It's called Dinosaur with Double D's.
What?
What?
It is one of the funniest games I've played, like, in my life, let alone just last year.
You know what? Based on the name, Chris, sitting down in my chair. Sell me.
This is like a parody of romance/dating games, and it's a visual novel. It never takes itself seriously. And it's
wait. Do you date dinosaurs?
No, you are the dinosaur. You are the dinosaur, and you're stuck between two guys. You think both of them are hot, and you don't want either of them to find out that you're a dinosaur, even though you are clearly a dinosaur.
Yo, wait a minute.
I love Octodad.
Hang on, wait a minute.
Had a full boyfriend.
Hang on. That sounds really funny.
And it's constantly throwing different art styles at you. Like whenever it has like a special scene, you'll be a dinosaur, you'll be a T-Rex at one point, and then she'll be a frilled lizard, or she'll be a brontosaurus. And every time she's worried someone's gonna find out that she's a dinosaur, she just spits out a random dinosaur fact for no fucking reason. And then it's not just a visual novel. There's mini games you play each day. One of them, you're a 3D model dinosaur playing soccer against your doctor, and then you're playing one of those mobile games where you gotta like stack up a tower and any of the excess falls off. You help the guy in the waiting room find his ants because he dropped his jar on the ground, and now you need to play a finding game. It's seriously, I was playing it in Discord with 2 other friends watching me. We were laughing our asses off the whole time.
Wait. Okay, hang on. What's it called again?
Dinosaur with Double D's. 2D on Dinosaur. And then in the middle of all this comedy, all this funny shit, you get hit with the saddest backstory for her cat that she owns.
love Oda. I love Oda. Said your big backstory's a goat.
I know it sounds like it's a not safe for work game, but it is genuinely really fun, and there's no nudity or anything showing off. You're fine. There is like crude humor, like genital shaped fruits and vegetables for a memory game. But it is genuinely one of the funniest things I've played this year.
Yes, I went to Steam and searched up the game. What am I looking at?
You're
What am I
welcome.
looking at?
You're welcome.
This dinosaur. It's a human with a dinosaur, which is like a dinosaur head and with human hair. It's like,
Yeah.
what if he finds out that I'm actually a dinosaur? Next slide. It's a buff cat sitting on a bed.
Yeah, that's her cat, Mr. Robson. Oh yeah, final thing before I finish off. There's a dancing minigame too, where as you go on, the key combos you need to hit get even weirder and harder to hit. But the very last one is Alt F4, so you can't full clear the dancing minigame.
God damn it!
Nice.
Ryan, you're number 5.
Well, I guess we'll go from one game that's mostly like a visual or interactive story to another, because this is the type of game I usually have no interest in, but I saw a lot of people talking about it, and I picked it up after it fully released. And I gotta say, Dispatch won me over. I really love this.
Real.
I still need to play Dispatch.
Why?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
do I.
Why is the demon lady not dateable?
I'm asking that same question. I'm asking that same question.
Not important to the narrative.
Yeah, but honestly, yeah, I am not one for Telltale style games. I didn't really find them all that interesting, or because they didn't seem to have much actual gameplay to them. But Dispatch, honestly, it really did just pull me in, and it's a really fun 8 to 9 hour adventure. It's got a very well written cast of characters. The animation style is great. It's this great mix of like 3D with a 2D look to it. And even outside of the Telltale stuff, the actual dispatching segments are really, really fun. Much like what a lot of people have said who played it, I legit wish there was an endless mode to the dispatching segments, because it's very reminiscent of something like not exactly the same type of gameplay, but like Papers, Please, where you got to juggle a lot of stuff all at once, measure if things work out correctly. But yeah, I mean, honestly, my only thing I wish is that I wish it was just a little longer. I think maybe a couple extra episodes could have helped flesh out a few plot points. But yeah, if this studio makes another season or Dispatch 2, which is looking more and more likely because this game like blew away their expectations. Like I think they hit their 3-year mark in 3 months. Yeah. I'll be there day one. It was a legitimately great time.
Dispatch is one that is definitely on my list to hit up very soon.
Hang on. Now you need to answer the most important question, apparently. Blonde Blazer or Invisigirl?
Well, the correct answer is both, but I chose Invisigirl.
Correct.
Why can't Demon Lady?
Yes, Malevola is also the actual correct answer, but we
She's not put it to the plot.
we can't have nice things in this world.
All right.
punch-up's
Speaking
not
of
right
not night, can't have nice things in this world. With my number 4, the protagonist is very much going through that because Hades 2. It is 2.
I can get back to that. God.
So yeah, Hades 2, obviously Hades was my game of the year when it came out onto it. It is one of my favorite indie titles of all time onto it, and I have been watching Hades 2 like a hawk, ready for its full release, and it finally happened onto that. It's an interesting thing because like both of the paths offer basically twice as much game as the original one onto it. All the weapons, the game does feel distinctly of its own yet familiar, mostly because Mel's kit is very different from Zag's onto that. You cannot do the same strats that you did in the first game. You will get rocked if you do onto that, and it does have enough of its own flavor onto it. I also just love the cast of this one onto it in particular. Like it was just so fascinating to see. I think the one thing that definitely holds it back for me actually two is one, I do think, especially when you get into the higher rituals of the night, I do think the bosses still are overall pretty tanky onto that, and that does get tiring on a run. The thing that definitely knocked it down though was the ending onto that. I won't say too much onto it, but I was definitely having a major raised eyebrow on that ending for that.
Yeah,
but
I've heard vague things, but I still need to get there myself.
yeah, so I won't say too much, but that did kind of knock it down a bit. But Hades 2 is still one of the best roguelikes you can play out to there. I do think I still recommend you play the original one first onto that. One, I think it is a overall better package, and two, this game does require to get the most out of it for you to be knowledgeable of that original game onto that.
Yeah.
But for Supergiant's first ever sequel, damn good job onto it. Though I am definitely ready for them to be tackling a new game at this point onto that.
Odysseus
so.
roguelike. Odysseus roguelike.
No,
With
no, do something
with
different.
decided as
Hey,
the DM.
baby! 83, baby!
Do an RPG. I want
wait,
them to do
wait.
an RPG or something onto that. I feel like it's time for them.
Wait, hang on. I didn't even think about that till you said it out loud. Odysseus? Roguelike?
He's already in the
Odysseus
game.
roguelike with Poseidon as the DM, as a very, very angry DM.
Poseidon.
Yeah, I get
Poseidon.
that.
All
How
right.
about Odysseus in a Five Nights at Freddy's style game? That'd be
No.
What?
Ace, go.
Hey. So, so many things require a second chance. Redemption. Sometimes you bake something, it doesn't come out properly. Sometimes you're not given the chance to finish cooking something. But sometimes, when you're a really crackhead studio that gets paid in blank checks with "fuck you, Nintendo" money, you're allowed to go back and give something a second shot.
Brother.
That'd be up.
Does the wind blow hot in December, Ace? Is that what you're saying?
Well, what I'm saying is we're stuck on a different planet because
We're
it's
stuck on a
Xenoblade
different
Chronicles
planet.
X Definitive Edition.
God, I need to get back to my run of that. Fuck.
The game that we thought was never going to get a chance again. They said, you know what, brother? You get a second shot.
Yeah, it's like Jason and I have been doing the Xenoblade X Switch version summoning circle for years. And it finally manifested, and oh my god, they actually got to finish the story this time around. Like, Xenoblade X at its base was already the most weird but interesting Xenoblade game from both a gameplay and world perspective. I think the gameplay did reach its fruition first time around, with it being probably the most busted game in the series in a good way. Cross is hilariously powerful
Yeah.
in like a you actually have to break the game yourself kind of way, not just chain attacks instantly win the game. But the planet Mira was always such a mysterious place, but also a joy to explore. It's the only true open world Xenoblade game, and on that one shot, they nailed it. It's got diverse locales. Movement itself is just a joy, and it just expands more and more as you unlock the mechs. Then you unlock the flight module. The individual cast is interesting, especially a lot of the side characters. I think X has the best side content in the series. Its main story was
it straight up does.
Its main story was the one sticking point because it kind of had a non-ending. Was it's so clear they wanted to do more, but they just didn't have time.
And
then they got that. Yeah, there's that. But then they got their second swing with Chapter 13. A chapter so chunky, it's actually 3 chapters.
Oh.
And you can tell it was written in a post-Xenoblade 3 world. The setup and payoff, a bulk of Chapter 13 definitely was intended for the original game, but now with the new context of post 3, it continues to set up what might be a very, very, very interesting story arc going forward for the rest of the series. Also, when Elma started quoting legit the Book of Revelation, I knew we were so fucking bad. That is when
God.
is at its peak. Is when they're just going, yeah, that's legit Christian shit, and I am all on board. Because that is when Takahashi and crew are at their most stupid and amazing.
X was literally came out around the time where it felt like a lot of developers wanted an MMO for consoles, but they didn't want to take the full step of doing an MMO. Because X on the Wii U had had a lot of online functionality. It is still, in my opinion, the Xenoblade game that feels the most MMO out of all of them. If they just took that one extra final step, I am convinced that this game would have been a full-blown MMO RPG.
Yeah, it's Chapter 13 also feels like X X was the most different in terms of story, like tone. Well, not tone, but more genre, as it leaned more sci-fi than the rest of the series. Chapter 13 definitely feels more closer to home to a Xenoblade game, especially since we finally got Cross's Lucky 7 moment. And like the pop-off I got for that was so immense.
Cannot stress enough how much that original ending sucked.
Yeah, no, it's like it continued off of it perfectly well. It's almost like this was originally written to have another another chunk of the game.
Cannot
But
stress enough how much of a non-ending it was.
It was so dire, man. But like, good story content. Thank you. I can't wait for whatever crackhead, insano, what the fuck Takahashi and crew come up with next. Because God, that next saga is gonna be wild.
Right.
And for that, I give Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition the "We Finished It the Second Time Around" award.
All right, Tevi, your number 4.
Okay, so I think I can confidently say that I'm probably the only person who has this game on their list, because I like to grind in Zelda spin-off games. So my number 4 is Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment.
Yeah.
Alas, I still need to play it. I put it on my Christmas list, and I'm still waiting for my brother to come over for his late Christmas day, so I know if he got me it or not.
Yeah. So we were all there during that reveal. I think I was the only one that was super excited. Like I love Hyrule Warriors. It's just like, it's simple gameplay, I understand, but to me it is just, it's something I can just turn my brain off and do that I still have a lot of enjoyment with. And going into it, I was at first a little worried that I wasn't going to do as much as previous games, but it did so much more. I think this game does a better job at taking the game it's based off of, taking those mechanics and integrating it into the Warriors gameplay. I think it does that better than what Age of Calamity did for Breath of the Wild, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the Zonai tools and like weapons and stuff like that were brought over pretty damn flawlessly, and legit you can go like unga bunga in terms of like elemental damage and just like crowd control, things like that. I think I can confidently say, gameplay wise, this is the best roster that they've put out since the original Hyrule Warriors. Like gameplay wise, every character is like, I would say Age of Calamity had like a couple of D tier characters. I would say every character in this game is above a B. And I just think everybody's movesets are really creative, and nobody feels like they really struggle against one specific thing. Like everybody always has some sort of option, but the game isn't easier because of that. There's still a lot of stuff that you will be challenged by. And of course, obviously, it's a Warriors game, so there's so much content to do. I'm still not done with it. I'm like 30 hours in, I am still not done. And that was usually around the time where I was wrapping things up with the original Age of Calamity. I still have a lot to go for this one. I think the biggest compliment I can give this game, though, is actually making good on Tears of the Kingdom story. Like, I don't think it fixes its two big issues, but I think for what it was given, from what context we had from Tears of the Kingdom, it is a very, very satisfying narrative in my eyes. And it wraps everything up in a nice little bow, so that you could look at the story and think, okay, yeah, this one is canon to the series. Like, there's not a plot hole that is introduced because of the Warriors setting, which I think that is a testament to how much attention they actually put into this, which is refreshing because that's something that Nintendo didn't do for Tears of the Kingdom when they were going for Breath of the Wild. I'm not salty about that at all. What are you talking about? But yeah, I like great Warriors game. I still think the original Hyrule Warriors is my overall favorite. This is a close second though. So if you have a Nintendo Switch 2 and you haven't played this one yet, and if you're a big fan of the Hyrule Warriors series, give it a go. I think you'll like it. All right, I'm done.
Great. Jason.
This next one, I got 2 games. I got 3 games in this list that I can eat. That I can. Actually, no. My next 4, I can put at like I can point at like specific people to say this was your fault. This was your fault. This was your fault. Our friend Warbot has 2. This is one of them. This was indirectly his fault because I knew about this game. I knew about this game for a while. It was even nominated under. It was even nominated at the Game Awards this year. But put out. All Warbot did was play it. I was in call, watched it, and then I bought it myself and played it. Mega Bonk. All Warbot did was he played the game. I watched him play the game. I just go, wait, this game actually looks pretty fun. It's just 3D Vampire Survivors. Like that's all Mega Box at its base. That's all Mega Box is Vampire Survivors except in 3D. But it's also one of those elements where, man, who knew that adding a 3D element? Who knew that turning like a game tap into a 3D actually adds a lot more dimension to it? Because now there's so much more you have to think that you have to think about. But it also lives in my brain the same way that Hyrule Warriors lives in Temmie's brain, where I could just like turn on Mega Bonk, do some runs. It's just kind of like turn my brain off, and not having to think that much. It's just like if I believe I played Balatro last year. It was like if Vampire Survivors when I played that was like, man, this game was cracked. Mega Bonk. Oh, my crack upgrade to 3D.
Non-Euclidean crack.
Man, 3D crack, it hit different.
This isn't doing a line of crack. This is doing a cube of crack.
That is a line I was not expecting to hear today.
Hang on. That's my number 4. Now, you excuse me, but to the next person, I will put that in the cross chat.
Cambot, quote that.
All right, Trivos, your number 4.
So, as Ace mentioned earlier, January was quite a time, and while sadly Pirate Yakuza didn't make my top 5 just because of how many goddamn games I played, but January was one hell of a time, because my first games I beat this year was a certain mystery trilogy that I had been meaning to get into since they finally got localized. Yeah, so I started 2025 with Famicom Detective Club. And yeah, I played through them in order. And for me, like my order goes at 3rd place. I put Girl Lost in Time. Though the way the reveal happened just kind of fell a little flat for me with that one. Then it was Missing Air. But holy fuck, Emio the Smiling Man. God damn, what a game. What a mystery. The basic premise is, oh, the serial killer who seemed to disappear suddenly came back. Have fun dealing with that. And the way it all unravels and the way the characters tie into it, holy fucking shit. Like, let me put it this way. This game's my number 4. After I beat it, I had to go and message a bunch of my friends that I'm glad they're my friends because of the way the story hit me. Like, holy shit. I really don't know how I can say more though without giving shit away though, because play the game. It's really good, and just be prepared. It gets into some heavy stuff. God damn. This is just so hard to talk about without spoilers.
Everything I've heard about that game's story is that it's pretty good most of the way through, and then the ending completely turns it on its head and makes it like phenomenal, is what I've heard.
Yeah, it made me cry like a motherfucker. Holy shit.
All right, Chris, you're number 4.
I'm scared.
All right.
So,
So if you know me, you know I am a whore for rhythm games. And
All
I
right,
think
chat, you know what to do.
that sound played for you, right? Like it overlaid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I thought I had headphone reverb.
I was so confused for a second.
Honestly, I missed it.
Okay, let me play the bit again.
God damn it.
So if you know me, you know I am a whore for rhythm games.
Oh, you fucker.
That Venom?
So, yeah. So if there's this old game from like late 2010s, maybe mid 2010s called Crypt of the Necrodancer. That was a roguelike rhythm game. And this year it got a cool spin-off. I don't know if I can call it a sequel. It's got the same characters and a story, but I don't think it follows up at all. But Crypt of the Necrodancer is just a really fun, like, semi-guitar hero, kinda, but it mixes in the enemy gimmicks from the Crypt of the Necrodancer. And it's got some mini games too, mixed in for like traditional rhythm game gameplay. But it's got an amazing soundtrack. The characters are fun and fleshed out, unlike the original Crypt of the Necrodancer. Plus, it's got workshop support, which is already great. I can play the preparing the Krabby Patty from SpongeBob. Like, what else would you want?
Which, on that note, real quick, gotta say, some of those custom charts get rude.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I am not skilled enough for that high of a level. But also, it's amazing that these developers are also supporting indie games and adding songs for them. Like, we've got Shovel Knight, we've got Friday Night Funkin', Everhood, Celeste. We've got songs from the HoloLive talents themselves. And this is an excuse to put Pizza Tower in my top 5 again for the 3rd year in a row.
He did it, chat.
I did it. I weaseled in Pizza Tower. I didn't mean to click that.
I apologize.
I wanted the pizza taunt, not Weezer. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, what I was thinking of when I was mentioning the custom charts being rude is some custom charts will have the notes stop at pauses in the songs.
Yeah, that's how you know that's a good charter.
Great. Ryan, you're number 4.
All right, well, I'm cheating a little bit with this one because I put 2 games together for number 4, but they're
We do that all the damn time.
Okay.
This is a
I literally had
Shadow
Shadowbringers and Endwalker in the same slot.
because I could have made this 4 games because this was the year of the ninja, but I decided to put 2 together. I'm putting Ninja Gaiden Ragebound and Ninja Gaiden 4 at number 4 for me. I absolutely fell in love with these games. This year made me a huge Ninja Gaiden fan because I also played Ninja Gaiden 2 Black this year, the updated remaster of the second 3D game, and oh my god, that game was so fantastic. Just it like one of the most satisfying character action games I've ever played. Ragebound is just a beautiful pixel art action game that's not only just incredibly fun to speed run, but just get better at to collect all the items and complete all the missions that each level brings you, and it's an insanely replayable game. And Ninja Gaiden 4 honestly is basically just a lot like Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, except it's the brand new one, and it's awesome that they made a brand new 3D Ninja Gaiden game after like 12 years, and it's just so awesome to see this series get so much love after it was kind of in the shadow realm for like a decade, honestly. But yeah, honestly, I just nothing more I can say than it's awesome to see this series back. And also shout out to Shinobi Art of Vengeance, another phenomenal 2D ninja game this year.
A lot of ninjas.
Yes, like I said, I could have put all 4 there because I fucking loved all 4 of these games.
All right. So number 3. Now, okay, for my number 3, I have a confession to make to all of you right now. Unfortunately, it's not being live streamed, so I can't have the emotional supportive chat. I need to come clean with something. I have done crack and heroin this year. That being Balatro and Vampire Survivors.
Yo, my God! Yo, you also did crack? Yo, Daffy!
We have reached fourth dimensional crack.
Chad, I'm starting to think my friends have a serious drug problem.
No.
Shut up! You play Hyrule Warriors. You also do crack.
Chat, someone get the spam.
Tell me, you play
Warriors Vampire Survivors on Steam.
So
you also play Marvel Rivals. You love abuse.
I had to put these 2 games together in what I dubbed the roguelike dopamine simulators. For Balatro, you've heard the praises of this game so many times. It is one of the most addicting roguelikes I think I have ever played onto that. Especially, it is dangerous putting this game on your phone. Onto that. I'm just gonna tell you now, it is dangerous putting it on. Because the amount of one more run, 10 more. Repeatedly, because of how clean you can get a run to be onto that. And I have not found my way stopping this game at all onto that. And then Vampire Survivor came in very late onto that with one of all of its fantastic guest content, including the most the most love I have ever seen for Castlevania in one single game. Holy shit.
Good.
But
so
just
good.
for the actual game of Vampire Survivors, it is one of those, like, it takes a while to get its feet into you, but once it does, in particular, once you realize the power of something like garlic onto that, you just
Garlic
go,
behavior.
Yo.
As the local Italian, I can attest, garlic is very strong.
Yo, you want to know what else is really strong? The bimple. The pimple is so strong.
Yeah.
The pimple be circulating around you.
It
But
is
don't worry,
so
the pimple
goddamn
will shield.
addictive of a game onto that, and I have done so much to get all the content for it. Plus, it's only $5 for Vampire Survivor. That is so stupidly cheap to get onto that.
I gotta just say, as someone who's been playing these games for a few years now, having both of these on my Switch when I first got into them, oh dear God.
Seriously, if you like Vampire Survivors, I also think you would actually really like Mega Bonk.
Yeah, I'll be playing that soon, but yeah, these 2 games are epitome of they take one simple idea and just expand the ever-living shit out of that one core concept onto that, and both are games I highly recommend for people to try out, especially because both of them are very cheap to get onto it on that.
Did you know that Vampire Survivors has free DLC that includes Jimbo from Balatro?
So they're basically the same game onto that. So
Vampire Survivors gave us actual Jimbo lore.
Hey, yo, chat. So I'm not saying that we, try to say it on crack, but what I am saying is crack do be pretty dope. You should give it a shot.
I'm gonna do a line of garlic.
I feel like that would burn like a motherfucker.
Okay.
I'm Italian. I'm used to it.
Ace,
so love you drink holy water.
Ace, your number 3, go.
All right, this popped up much earlier, but I'm going to talk about different things. So the racing game scene has been kind of just dominated by one game that we've been playing for like 8 fucking years straight, and I'm sick and tired of it. I'm tired of the same fucking kart combo. I'm tired of Yoshi. I'm tired of fucking Teddy Buggies or Bitty Buddies and fucking all these stupid ass extra things you need to do if you even want a chance to catch up to the guy in first place.
Yeah, we hate Petey Piranha.
I'm tired of Mario Kart 8. Just go in the trash. My new love is Sonic Race Across Worlds. Like, oh my god, a new racing game that I feel like I'm gonna play for years. It's not Mario Kart 8. Thank God. It's like I got into it late. I got it, but just due to the money not being right. But then the money was right, and then I went, all right, but Ichiban, because you want Miku? We got Miku. You want Joker? We got Joker. You want Ichiban? We got Ichiban. You want knights? We got knights. We soon got monkeys. We soon got lesbians, and hopefully soon a man from Skies for Arcadia. Bye game. Hey,
You ever
but I
think
want to talk
about-
about Bill.
Oh, wait. This just occurred to me. You ever think about Zavok is going to be the same game as lesbians?
Yeah.
Yo, hey, can I talk about that? Can I talk about this game actually got me to like Zavok? They actually gave Zavok some fucking gas. And I'm not talking about the thing he's driving. The 1-2 combo of good writing and putting Patrick Sayes behind him in terms of the voice acting does a lot for this man. But like, there's cart customization is good and just gets the Amazon box. The Amazon box is so fucking funny. We've got build crafting. We've got like, I feel like I don't have to run one dominant build to have fun in this game. It's like, do I want to run the fucking tank build? Sure, fuck it. Do I want to run fuckloads of items? Sure. Do I want to bag like a motherfucker and still end up in 12th? Sure, why not? Do I want to run tricks? Do I want to run a ring build and be Mr. Moneybags laughing all the way to the bank? Sure, why not? All whisk? No problem. Do I want to start with a monster truck? Sure, I can be that guy. It's like, it feels so good to have options! And so for that, I give Sonic Racing Cross Worlds my Mario Kart of the Year award.
Yeah.
Heavy.
Oh, is it my turn again? Okay, so this is kind of a technicality for my number
no.
3 because I had this as a honorable mentions from last year, and that was mainly because I felt I didn't play it enough to consider it for a main spot. This year, however, considering the fact that I have, give me a second, I gotta find it on my Steam page, put 105 hours into this game. Aside from a particular MMO, this is my most played game this year. So my number 3 goes to seasons 1 to 5.5 of Marvel Rivals.
Oh, let's go, baby!
Okay,
Yo.
so legitimately, this is by far my favorite online team-based multiplayer game I've ever played. Better than
It's a hero
like,
shooter.
better
Just
than
call it a
Ra-
hero shooter.
Well, I can't say hero shooter because I've never played any other hero shooter. But like I think it's better than League, which isn't hard to do. I think it's
Yeah.
better than Rainbow Six. It's better than Fortnite. It knocks every single one of those out of the water for me, and that is partially because of my Marvel bias. But legit, dude, this game's so fucking fun. Like after a little bit, it just clicked with me. I love the maps. I love everybody's play style, and I love the power trip that you get whenever you play as one of these characters. And like they went all in on the character designs, and the lore is actually kind of interesting. The microtransactions are not aggressive. I will say a couple of things in the shop are priced a little high. But another thing I really appreciate about the game is how it handles battle passes. Pretty much if you buy the battle pass, you have it forever. So there's no
And they have been bringing, and they brought back the first season's Battle Pass recently, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once you buy it, you don't have any like fear of having FOMO with it because you can go back and you can keep playing the game to grind for it, quote unquote grind for it. I think my only complaint about it so far I've been playing it for a damn year. I think right now my biggest complaint about it is like characters do kind of need nerfed. We are kind of in a everybody is really busted sort of
Triple
era for Marvel
support!
Rivals. Yeah, triple support is a kind of a big problem. So I think just everybody needs to get brought down a notch, and then we can start building everybody back up. That being said, I finally landed on my mains So I am a Scarlet Witch, Emma Frost, and Lady Loki main. So that handles my DPS, my tank, and my healer. And I am not
Specifically
ashamed.
Lady Loki.
Man,
Specifically Lady
he
Loki.
finally
You know-
picked up a healer, and all it took was for them to change their gender.
You know, how convenient was it that as soon as Loki got a Lady Loki skin, I've been getting a lot of MVPs as Loki.
Ah. Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
But no, legit, the skins in this game are fantastic. Like I swear, Guang Guang and NetEase do a line of coke before they go into the art room because they're just
They sub-
knocking this shit out of the park.
They,
What if the
they
thing were blue?
subscribe to the philosophy of equal opportunity fan service.
Yeah, the it's equal opportunity because not only do the women have nice butts, the guys have dump trucks. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I need to get back into it, but I still love both the Gangster and Gala skins for Cloak and Dagger. God.
Yeah, like I said, the skins are just fantastic. I am excited for this year though, because we did just have the launch of season 6 a couple days ago. So Deadpool's in the game now, and we're getting Elsa Bloodstone later on this year. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. More villains. I would love to have more, just like, because I'm not at this point. I'm not looking for like more DPS, more tanks, more healers, because we do need more tanks and healers. In terms of character representation, I just want more villains, because right now it's really just Loki, Ultron, and that's kind of it. You know, like,
Yes, Emma, depending on what day of the week.
Oh, so Hela doesn't count now?
well, I mean, not this version of Emma.
I didn't say
Magneto.
Emma.
Hela.
I didn't know. I said Hela.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, Hela. Yeah, there's Hela. And then I guess Magneto and Emma, depending on how their coffee was made that morning. But I would just love to see like straight up villains. Like I would love to have I'd love to have a playable Doctor Doom, which will probably happen later on this year.
Tabby, I don't know.
Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. I would love that.
Tabby, I'm gonna be real, man. I think in this game, depending on who you're fighting, I think some of these heroes are villains, man. I think Spider-Man's the ultimate villain. Spider-Man, I never
Recent
said.
events, the amount of Spider-Man and also good
there is
Spider-Man
no
have
recent
drastically
events.
increased.
No, there is no recent events. That dumb bug was a minute before the video. He will still be a minute after the video. I hate
The
good
problem is the
Spider-Man
video
players.
includes
Yeah,
actual fucking tutorials of how to be a menace with Spider-Man.
As a former Spider-Man DPS man, he's always been a menace.
Yeah, so I would just like to have more representation on the villain side. And NetEase. We're gonna get nice and close real quick because I need to make this point across. I need you to nerf fucking Moon Knight into the ground, because that motherfucker has been on my shit list for the last year.
I would need you to smite Katsu.
I need somebody to
Tevy, are you not
mount
what?
punch
Are
him
you
onto
not?
a pike.
But Tevy, are you not a fan of how Moon Knight can throw Arc on the ground into your backline and then just take your backline? Are you not a fan of how Moon Knight can just build up his ult really, really fast? Are you not a fan that he can just pull out 2 giant boomerangs and just get 2 giant boomerangs, which might as well just be 2 giant middle fingers and just kill you with 2 shots?
I would say you have.
Yeah, I can't wait to play as Deadpool in season 6.5.
Yeah. My point still stands. Dr. Doom, tank, foot dive.
He's not getting
I
a
will
foot
fuck-
dive.
I will-
Foot dive is
Make
not
him
going
a
to be a part
dive
of his
tank!
shit. His
Make him
foot
a
dive would
tank!
not.
It's the perfect
Foot
jumping
dive.
tool.
Foot dive would not be a part of his main kit. It'll be referenced and nothing more.
Why
What
not? He
dive?
dived you as a boss in Fortnite.
It's a reference. I don't think that Dr. Doom was gonna. I don't think the foot dive is gonna be a part of his kit.
It's an already existing thing to give him a jump in tool to make him a funny dive tank.
No, I think foot dive would just be referenced. It'll probably be Ebo. I don't think they will legitimately give him foot dive. He's either gonna be a
Foot
tank or
dive,
support.
hidden missiles, The moves are there.
We can keep talking
You just-
about. We can keep talking
Yeah,
about.
I was done like 3 minutes ago.
forever
by the
onto
way.
that. Jason, what you can't talk about instead is your number 30 onto that. How about that?
All right, how are you? All right, you, Mr. Man, Mr. Green Man. That's right. I'm talking to you, Pat. This one's your fault.
Uh,
Oh dear.
oh, I know what number 3 is now.
Yeah, this one. All right. Okay. So for context, so for context, last year, because of his friend Tyler, Pat got into Android emulation devices. Him and Tyler kept talking about it, which led me also into looking into it, which led me to the device, the AYN4, with a really cool dual screen handheld device, which when you look at it, you know what you're gonna do with this thing. You're gonna play 3DS games on it, and because my actual 3DS that I have, that that hinges broke, this seemed like a pretty decent replacement without actually just buying the 3DS, which means at least to me.
I'm gonna pause Jason right here just to say, all you need to know is game I convinced Jason to play, 3DS. So y'all know where this is going, right?
Yeah, I turned
Yeah.
the second he mentioned. I turned the second he mentioned 3DS.
Yeah, so I finally have the next best option to legitimately play Kid Icarus Uprising.
Let's go, baby!
Another one.
I finally had I finally had a good option to play Kid Icarus Uprising. Because unless you have if you don't have a 3DS, emulating this game is okay. Emulating is not hard, but the optimal way to play it is just lost. But man, once I found the way that I like to actually control this game, Kid Icarus Uprising is really, really fun. Because playing it, I realized it's a spiritual sequel to a game that I very sorely missed. Man, I really like Star Fox Assault on the Nintendo GameCube, and I really wish they would have continued with the style of Star Fox games, but no, they didn't. Years later, Sakurai said, "Jason, I agree with you. Here's Kid Icarus Uprising. Here's Kid Icarus Uprising. But you only really play as
in
one.
your face.
You play as one character, but look at all these different weapon types. Look at all these different weapon types and all these cool levels with all these cool characters and this really good music. Did I mention the characters? Because the characters are the best part about this game. I love this cast, man. This cast is so funny. This is like the funniest. Nintendo cast that I played. That I've interacted with
It
in
was a case
while.
of distracted chariot driving. I should have been doing my hair. Anyway.
Wait, hang on. What's the name of the motorcycle again?
The motorcycle, the chariot,
No, Exotank.
Like
Hey, look, Exotank. Hey, look, no one cares.
One can describe Kid Icarus' writing as a bunch of people in a Discord call all riffing on one poor kid's life.
yes.
Honestly, what's the low-key one of my favorite bits is one of the Hatsumi dialogues. There's like, all right, step one, take off pants. Wait, what? No.
Those are my pants.
Those are my pants.
Like, Kid Icarus, like, it is a really, really fun game. I also do agree that its biggest detractor is its control scheme, because if you are left-handed, if you are left-handed, or if your hands are just honestly a certain size, then this game can 100% be like a hand cramper, and you honestly will not have a good time. I know that there are alternatives around this. I know that the game came with the kickstand that you could put your 3DS in to to help with that. But those people are right. But you can get over that if I something that works. Hey yo, it's like hey yo, hang on. Let me just enjoy your side. Let me just get on your side real quick. Hey, play Kid Icarus Uprising. Hey
Yay!
Sakurai, when we going to get that port of Kid Icarus Uprising so more people can play the game?
You
When I feel
understand
like it.
the pain that is being a Kid Icarus fan and hearing that goddamn complaint over and over, and you're just like, just give me the goddamn port onto it so I can.
When are we going to get
have
that?
to
When are we
hear
going to
it
get that
again.
port, Sakurai? When I
13
feel
more
like it.
years.
More
What
of
will
like
that be?
Sakurai's just looking at Nintendo, it's just like, please let me remake this game.
Yeah.
I know the answer is Nintendo just doesn't have any interest in Kid Icarus right now, so they're not going to do anything with it.
Shame. Shame.
Shame.
Shame. Shame.
Yeah, dude, they revive fucking Famicom Detective Club. They can utilize Kid Icarus again. Nothing is off the table anymore.
No, nothing
Except
is
Star
off the
Fox, that shit
table.
is being off the table for another decade.
It's one of the things which is like, you're 100% right. Nothing is off the table. It's just, are they interested in doing that at the moment? And the answer is no. It's been no for years.
Uprising is a neat game. You guys should play it.
Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. It's more than just a neat game. It's like
Yeah,
the
it might be my
3DS
favorite game of all time, you know. Anyway,
Yeah.
Triforce, your turn.
All right. So, I'm so sad Sophie isn't in this call right now. For one particular reason. My number 3, and Pat, I know this is a game you recently were playing. My number 3 is a certain indie RPG that caught my eye, and Sophie has been nonstop posting about. Did someone say time loops? It's in Stars in Time.
Yeah!
I love the Torment Nexus.
Yeah, In Stars in Time is such a fun package that, much like the last 2 entries, did make me cry at points. So for those wondering what In Stars in Time is, you are Sifrin, one adventurer in a party off to stop a king from freezing everyone in time. You have prepped for the final dungeon, and now it's off to go. I died, and why am I back here? It's basically going through an RPG's final dungeon over and over, trying to figure out how to break this goddamn time loop, and all the ramifications that come with that. Have fun with that. I went in knowing goddamn nothing about the story, so when Act 2 hit, I knew I was in for a fun time. It's easily my favorite indie game I played last year. Like, god damn.
Nice.
All
Alright.
Also, some really fascinating lore.
Yeah. Chris, your number 3.
Scared
This
again.
one I'm surprised I haven't heard anyone bring up yet. This was one of the biggest reasons to get the Switch 2 this year, was Donkey Kong Bonanza.
I think because it might be in the higher part.
Higher.
I mean,
priority.
probably, but let's
just-
not get to that
Yeah,
yet.
just give me about half an hour.
Oh god, we're gonna be here till midnight.
This Bonanza genuinely hit me in the same way Odyssey did when it first came out, like exploring all over this big, huge area looking for each moon/banana. And the movement on the game is pretty nice, but then you get the later abilities transform, then it just becomes so much better. The new abilities, like I don't remember which Bonanzas. Okay, Ace muted, but he didn't def. I was just constantly looking out for each banana. Like, I'm glad that it gave you like the ability to clap and look for a banana, because I was doing that all the time. And That is one thing I can say against it though, is that even if you find a banana through a wall, you might still have like a giant unbreakable wall around it, so you got to actually figure out how to get to it. It's also just really fun breaking the level at all. Like the last Bonanza, just completely erasing the entire level if you have enough dedication. And when the DLC came out, I did that to DK Isle.
DK Isle, more like no Isle.
Real. It's gone.
You
I
ate it.
ate it.
And yeah, correct. And I wasn't sure about whether or not I would like Pauline when the game was first shown off, and I'm still iffy about it. But I grew to tolerate her presence, I guess. She's not as annoying as I thought she would be. I want to say more, but I can't.
Now you know my future pain, my friend.
Yeah.
Ryan, number 3.
All right, well, time to rage bait some certain people on social media because I put a remake on here, but I don't care because it's a phenomenal fucking game. Was
I put Xenoblade X in here earlier. Go crazy.
Yep, that's true. That's so that I know how people get about remakes, but whatever, because this game is fucking awesome and it deserves it. Trails in the Sky, baby. I'm still. I'm still playing through this one right now. I'm about 20 hours in. But I really wanted to get into the Trails series for a while because I've heard just how interconnected it is. Like it is the One Piece of RPGs. It is a rabbit hole that just keeps going down, and I'm like, man, I want to get into this, but some of the earlier games were not really released on many modern platforms outside PC due to like licensing issues with the English versions. But thankfully, Falcom said, hey, let's just fucking remake the original trilogy. And that's exactly what they're doing here. And they started with Trails in the Sky the first, and this is a great game so far. It's visually fantastic, really captures the style of the original 2D art in 3D in like a perfect way. The combat is excellent. It reminds me a lot of Metaphor in a way, with the 3D action before being able to shift into turn-based combat, which, if you remember, Metaphor was my game of the year in 2024, so that hits all the right buttons for me. I love the characters. The soundtrack is phenomenal. Trails has always had like one of the most underrated soundtracks in all of video games. And even though I'm not done with it yet, I'm definitely going to be sticking with it, beating it all the way through. And I can keep going through it and knowing that they're not done because they have already announced that Second Chapter is getting a remake later this year. So let's fucking go. They're not stopping anytime soon. Yeah. It's like, this is like, if you have ever wanted to get into the Trails series, there is no better time than now because they're remaking the very first games.
Yeah. Alrighty. Let me adjust my text onto it. So it is time for number 2. We're getting close to the end now.
Yeah.
We'll do it. Only a few left. So for my number 2, I can't believe it's the Dark Souls of number 2 spots onto that. Damn, that's crazy onto it.
Oh my god.
Because number 2
Hang
is
on,
Dark
let me
Souls.
Let me hit the button.
Very good.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Go. So Dark Souls I set as a donation goal for just usual streamer kind of thing. Little did I know it would become one of the games I would kick myself for not getting into earlier onto it, because oh my god, Dark Souls is so my jam onto that. Yes, the games are hard onto that, but I feel like it's more of the fact that you just need to respect shit onto it. The minute you stop respecting it is when the game is going to beat your ass onto that.
Hubris.
But it's also of how the world is interconnected, and honestly, like, you can navigate all of that world without ever needing to look at a map is a testament to its design. I love learning the little bits of lore throughout the game onto it, of like, you're just only given pieces of information, and then once you kind of put it all together, things start to make so much more sense, and like, you get more of the big reveals happening that way onto it. And plus of just, I love the entire atmosphere that Dark Souls has onto it. And I hesitate to call it grimdark, like a lot of people say. I think more of the world is just shit sucks. You just try and make the best that you can out of it, and you hope things work out by the end of it onto it. And I just really got into the game overall. The definite thing holding it back is that second half onto it, and everyone that's played the game knows it onto where the second half of the game was just clearly not able to get as much love as that first half onto it. But it turned me into a FromSoft fan. I'm playing through Bloodborne right now, and I can't wait to play more of the games they have made, because yeah, I feel like I've gotten into the series at the right time of my taste, and the Dark Souls playthrough is one I have gone back to constantly throughout the year of rewatching it and such. So if you think it be your jam, go and try it out, man. Onto it. It's easy to access now at this point. So yeah, Dark Souls pretty neat. Oh, Ace, you're number 2.
Hey Pat, you still got more crack on you?
Oh, yo, I'm passing over.
Because I'm about to do a big line of it. Because we're talking. Because I'm about to glaze more Vampire Survivors. Let's go!
Yo, let's go, Vampire Survivors! Crack.
I've had a weird experience with this one in terms of getting into it. Because I've heard a lot about Vampire Survivors, but never what the game actually was. Because for some reason, people were weirdly didn't even want to talk about the game for spoiler reasons, even what it was. I'll get it, but I got into it by, guess what? Reed Scorpion talking about it in his roguelikes video and actually showing what the game is. I'm like, yo, it seems interesting. I'm gonna get it. It's $5. Let's try it.
Oh no!
I've never recovered. And it's something special for me since the game was developed by one Italian guy, and as the Italian of the group, I am it's like, yes, this is built for me. All the garlic jokes. It's like the base game itself. I only got the base game at first, and I sunk way too much time into it. And then I got the Castlevania DLC just to do another lie.
Afterwards.
Yep.
And I have truly never recovered. That DLC is Castlevania truly is Schrodinger's franchise in terms of video games, but you can tell such amount of passion and love went into that whole thing. So many deep cut references, so many secrets, so many characters.
So many.
Even an ending that got me to cry. Vampire Survivors got me to cry. That should be very, very telling of the quality of just the game as a whole. And there's still several other expansions I have not played yet, like the Among Us one, Contra, and even the Vampire Survivors originals. Also, there's a Balatro crossover with Jimbo lore. You can throw bananas at people. Throw bananas. More bananas. But yeah. Just more. I give Vampire Survivors the award for most amount of crack on screen. Be the bullet hell. Engage in garlic behavior. Also, the music is baller.
Yeah.
When's the Toho crossover?
Inevitable.
All right, Tavi, number 2.
Is this the part where I talk about Stormblood now?
Yeah!
Yay!
Stormblood! So much blood!
Final
Someone
Fantasy
get
Mop.
Mop.
Stormblood blood, man. That's a lot of blood is getting in the house.
You know, it's an interesting tradition that I have. I think every single year that we've done one of these, I've had a Final Fantasy game on the list, whether it be 14 or something like 17, or something 7 related, or like the individual
16.
titles like the 16. So yeah, that trend's continuing. My number 2 is Final Fantasy 14 Stormblood specifically, and you know, I'll straight up say, story wise, I enjoyed Heavensward a little bit more.
Mhm.
I thought that the premise was a little bit more interesting. Of like, I am a warrior of light on the run for murder, and going into this going into this northern country to hide out and get my reputation back. They just kind of hooked me in the back and just kind of dragged me along for the ride, and I was there for every little bit of it. Stormblood, I like the story, but I just think Heavensward overall had better moments. And Heavensward fans stay eating no matter what expansion you're playing.
They
and
will
I
never
slowly
stop
realized that.
eating.
Yep.
They
I will never stop eating.
I am
I will
still
never
full.
Stop eating.
The
Um,
unsung hero of Stormblood.
But gameplay wise, though, yeah, Stormblood's my favorite expansion so far. Like, I love the dungeons that you go through for the main scenario. I really, really, really like the hubs this time around. Like, Kugane was incredible to go through,
God, my beloved.
but even then, like going through Alamigo, Author, the Ruby Sea, Yenzia, the Asm Steppe, like all of these areas are just like, they're so pretty and the content's great. I got to take down a dragon that wasn't in Heavensward. It's a Monster Hunter one. It was pretty cool.
Do you want to talk about best friend?
Which best friend?
Your rival.
it's complicated.
Xenos. Everyone's here up to this
Oh my
point.
god, fucking Xeno! Oh my god, Xenos.
Yo, my goat.
Jesus H. Crinkle. Like, Xenos is just so interesting to me, just because, like, he is a man who, like, he will
is
kick your ass to the sidewalk and he will peg you to death if he gets the opportunity. And he's one of those characters, he loves the heat of the battle. And he'll actively let you live if it means he gets a better challenge.
This men want one thing, and it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, and it's fucking disgusting. And it's how it kind of, like, I like him on a little more personal level, just because, like, for my character, she is what I like to call fight sexual.
Just very
pretty
too.
pretty much. She loves the art of the battle. She loves to fight, whether it's for sport or to save people. So I think her having that kind of similar mindset to Xenos is really kind of interesting and kind of cool in that respect.
Yo, shout out to yo, my man gets it.
But yeah, like I just had a lot of fun with this expansion, and I don't know where at exact, like, in terms of percentage, I don't know where I'm at in Shadowbringers right now.
You were in the third story chapter.
Yeah, still about the
but-
first third of the game, probably onto that right now.
Yeah, so we'll probably be having a very similar conversation next year.
Shadowbringers puts hand on shoulder. I will be number one next year.
It is non-negotiable.
Yeah, which
Pat, we'll have to wait to see what comes out this year.
It will be
We'll have to see.
number one.
Well, have this chat. I know there's no chat, but chat. I want you to clip this, and someone bring it back to me for next year, just in case.
Meanwhile, everybody that's played Shadowbringers, he doesn't know. He doesn't know.
The deep heaven and earth.
Yeah,
Shadowbringers alone is the honored one.
by the way, real quick, just want to say, because I forget if I ever mentioned what my thoughts on Xenos were when I first beat Stormblood, but God, do I want to retract those thoughts, because I fucking love that character.
Yeah, I always feel Stormblood was the expansion where the gameplay really started to solidify for 14, and oh my god, Stormblood has so much content. Like, there's an ungodly amount of content in this
It has
ridiculous.
Eureka.
That's the
I'm
plan we don't talk about.
I did my time. That's
I'm
Stormblood
just-
content, maybe a bit too much Stormblood content.
I'm just excited to play more 14 this year in general. Like I'm ready to go through Shadowbringers. Maybe I can get through Endwalker this year too. I don't know.
If he
I'm
wants
kind of
to
hoping
fuck in.
I'm hoping I can at least do 2 expansions this year instead of just 1 a year. You know.
And then
well-
whatever the hell April brings with the next expansion, we don't know. We'll find out soon.
I-
Come on,
gotta-
Mayor City, and make it 10 themed. Mayor City, and make it 10
Please,
themed.
for Dan's sake, make it 10 themed.
For Dan's sake, make it 10 themed.
But yeah, Stormblood was fantastic. I can't wait to finish Shadowbringers.
Great. Jason, number 2.
You know, it's funny that you bring up Final Fantasy X.
I was gonna lead into
Oh, hey!
it. If it was.
This one is explicitly Dan's fault.
This one is 100% Dan's fault. And the thing is, like, he didn't. I'm gonna be real. I know this is Dan's fault. I forget how I was finally convinced to play Final Fantasy X. I think it was honestly, I just decided. I think I was in a mood to play a Final Fantasy game that wasn't 14. And I just heard Dan talk so much about Final Fantasy X. I just went, play Final Fantasy X. And I'm just gonna play Final Fantasy X. And man, now that I have actually played Final Fantasy X, keep in mind that I haven't actually played that many Final Fantasy games. So this is like currently my second favorite Final Fantasy game I've ever played. I really like Final Fantasy X. It is also so weird. Like I grew up knowing about Final Fantasy X. I grew up with like the public perception of Tidus, of what people had told me that Tidus is all about. Now actually sitting down and playing the game for myself, I look back at all those like comments and videos that people have made about Tidus, especially that one out of context scene with him laughing, and I just like, what were you guys smoking? He's not like that at all.
What's that? People will spread misinformation on the internet. That's crazy, bro.
No.
I ended up jiving with Tidus a lot. I really like him. I like the relationship that he has with Yuna. Like they have one of the better on-screen like as far as what I know about like the main couples of Final Fantasy, they seem like the ones that would be like on like the higher the higher end,
Yeah.
like chemistry of chemistry that actually works. I really enjoy like the main cast for this. I really like the level up system as well. What was it called? Like the grid system?
That's Sphere Grid.
Grid.
The Sphere Grid. I really like the stuff. Really like the Sphere Grid. Guys. I need you to understand. Blitzball is amazing. Okay.
I love hogging the ball from scoring once and then hogging the ball for 10 hours onto it. It's great.
You don't. No. Okay. No. What if you get the right players and level them up? Blitzball becomes like the funniest sport. It becomes the funniest sport. You become the player that has become the reason that they had to add new rules to the game. You literally can just get the ball, and because you can swim so fast, you just swim around the court, just like woo, man. I love running down the clock. I love running down the clock. Oh, okay. Well, it's time to score now, and my number is bigger than your number, so there's no way that you can stop me. Oh, hey, look! Look! I scored from behind the goalie. Somehow the ball wrapped around to the front, and I still scored. Like I really like Blitzball. Playing Blitzball a lot just to get Wakka's weapon. Man, that's like the most annoying part about Final Fantasy X.
Lightning.
Dodging
Yeah.
lightning.
Yeah. What sicko thought that was an okay idea?
I had to download a sound mod to help me. Like, I downloaded a sound mod to
Bro had
help
to
me.
engage in third-party tools to get that fucking weapon.
Yeah, because trying to do that on my own, I did try. I got up to 15 on my own. I'm just like, no, I need help. Come on, this game's been out long enough. Someone has to have made a mod to help out with this. Yep. Oh, sweet, they did. All right. Now, what spot do I gotta stand in to do this? What's the right spot to stand in to do this for you? I really like Final Fantasy X. And also, playing Final Fantasy X with Dan also did help us become better friends. We had something to connect with them. Finally, like, hey, Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy X. Hey, yo, dab me up.
It's the grandpa, like, with their kids taking the game off the show. What's this? Oh, this is a great game, child. Let me tell you.
Grandfather, what's this? Oh, Final Fantasy X. I do, because I really did like 10. I know nothing about 10-2. I want to see if I can get around to play 10-2 this year.
The best gameplay, the worst story. That is how I can sum up 10-2.
I'll find out.
Yep. All right.
Oh wait, I got one more thing. Wait, hang on. One more thing about Final Fantasy. No, one more thing about Final Fantasy X. Blitzball related. It is so weird. I really like the main theme of Blitzball called Blitz Off, and like because this game got a re-release later with the updated soundtrack. This theme in particular, it could do something weird. It could do something really weird, like really weird with your brain, because you hear the MIDI version of Blitz Off. And then you go listen to like the erased version. And you're like, hang on, the erased version sounds off until you realize, no, that's the way it's always supposed to sound. It's just this one particular part of the track that just sounds a little weird because of how close these notes are played together. Once you hear it, and you go back to the MIDI begins to sound like that too, and it's so weird. You train your ear to hear it the proper way, and then you have to untrain your ear to get the sound back to get the sound to sound like what you're used to. It was
Real
so
life
weird.
Mandela effect.
It was so weird. It's like, no, it always sounds like this. I've been listening to it wrong the whole time. Yep.
All right. Triforce, you're number 2 now.
Well, Pat, my number 2 is one you have been very familiar with lately.
For those who come after.
For those who come after, it's Expedition 33.
Yeah, buddy!
Now,
French.
Those who have been watching the streams and have been hearing how much I've been praising the game may be shocked it's not my number 1. We'll get to that. Holy shit, this is the game I was probably the most excited for going into 2025 when I first saw it in that one Xbox Direct. Because it's like, oh, this is really interesting, and it's very clearly taking inspiration from a lot of RPGs. This looks really fun, and it fucking was. Holy shit. Like, as anyone who's been watching this stream has clearly noticed, the story is really goddamn engaging. The characters are really well written. Like that one scene between Gustav and Lune near the start still sticks in my mind till now. The side content is surprisingly deep with how many side areas there are and how many different little gestural mini games there are. The combat system, oh my fucking god! Like, sure, is it very clearly inspired by other RPGs? Yes, but takes that inspiration and fucking doubles down. Oh my god!
What if Paper Mario characters had endgame win conditions to go for on that? That's basically what this battle system is on
Yeah, because every single party member has their own little unique gimmick, but also you've got the Pictos and Luminas to just make them their own individual absolute monsters. Hi, Mael.
IL will burn everything in this facility.
And for those watching the stream, fun reminder, that is just one of Mael's options. And like, honestly, I'm not going to get too deep into the story because one, Pat hasn't finished it yet, and two, trying to avoid spoilers in general. But yeah, like some people have felt issues with the way Act 3 goes. Me, I'm not one of them. I love Act 3. Holy shit. Like, play the game. It's so
play
fucking
it real good. Real good.
Yeah.
Right. Chris, number 2.
Oh, also the soundtrack. Holy fuck.
Yeah, holy fuck, the soundtrack. Oh my god.
All right, so my number 2 is the first Pokemon title I was a little iffy on before release. Legend ZA up until release.
Another
ZA.
French RPG. Let's go.
ZA is
Oui,
so
oui.
good. I'm shocked by how well it captured my attention.
I'm
Like,
also playing through. Just to jump in, I am playing through ZA right now. It's not on the list because I'm not done yet. I only just beat the electric VTuber lady, just for frame of reference. But yeah, it's baller.
Yeah. According to my Switch playtime, in the 4 years that Arceus has been out, I have 280 hours. In the 3 months that ZA has been out, I have 285 hours. I have passed that playtime already, and I love the shit out of Arceus.
God damn.
Holy shit.
I love the characters, the story's entertaining, the DLC story is entertaining. I love that this is like a confirmed follow-up to X and Y, which everyone shits on. I don't get it. X and Y is fantastic. And
It
the
introduced
music,
good fashion.
once again, is just out of the park, which is par for the course for Pokemon titles at this point. It sucks that there
Jakeem's
were
theme,
new...
good lord.
Yeah. It sucks that there were no new Pokemon added, but I think the gameplay and everything else makes up for it just fine.
It's very
So-
interesting how well Pokemon actually transitions to a real-time battle system, and how well it works for the Legends format, in that it helps dive in. Like, the line between battle and exploration is so blurred and thin that it makes just playing the game interesting. Just walking around Lumios, doing sub-stories, battling, wild Pokemon. Alpha Pokemon jump scares are back. I got ambushed by a goddamn Garbodor.
Yeah.
Rip.
Also, the new Megas are amazing. Like,
Yeah.
it sucks that Pokemon's gonna just abandon it again in the future, but 2 of my favorite Pokemon, Hawlucha and Phalanx, both got a Mega in this game.
My
I
man.
could not be happier.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
just
mean,
got back
thankfully-
Hawlucha. I love it.
Thankfully, we're getting that official battle simulator for like the
Yeah.
Switch and the phones.
which also on the note of the new Megas, the second I realized that one of the story characters is Chandelure based and realized what that would mean, I was so happy.
I met that character.
I had
I'm like,
no
what is your
idea, and
deal?
I picked a Chandelure for my team, and I had no idea it was getting a Mega.
Yeah, but-
Like, that was great.
Chris, Chandelure is my second favorite Pokemon. I was
Hell
ecstatic.
yeah. I only chose it because I had never used it before in a playthrough. I thought now would be pretty good.
I'm using a Hawlucha for the first time this playthrough because I got mollywopped by one on my first playthrough of X and Y in the third gym battle, and it kind of left an impression. I'm surprised I haven't used one till now.
This is actually my
Flying
second time
presto
using
burr.
Hawlucha and Phalanx. Like, the moment I saw Hawlucha in X, it had to be on my team. I fell in love immediately. Same
yeah,
with Phalanx and Sword and Shield.
Also,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna jump in again. Fashion is back.
Yes!
You
Although
have
it's
no
very
idea how
heavily
easy it is.
feminine leaning because there's so much more feminine options.
Yes, and I'm glad for it because gender equality does not mean eliminate feminine clothing, guys.
Gender equality means I don't get jorts.
Yeah. But yeah, you'd be honestly. My money has been so tight, not because the game doesn't give you money, but because I burn it all on outfits. You'd be shocked how fast 80K can just disappear after one trip to a shopping district.
All right.
Also, fuck Pokemon for putting some Mega Stones behind competitive online, but thank you for lowering the need as time goes on.
Yeah, I did a little comp to get the Delphox Mega. It was one battle, pretty clean, had fun, and it even gave me more money to spend on outfits.
I'm not even going to use the stones, but I want them.
I want it.
All right.
Completion.
Ryan, you're number 2.
Well, someone asked why Bonanza hadn't showed up
Let's
earlier.
go!
Well, it's showing up now. Yep, Bonanza is my number 2 game of the year. Yeah, honestly, not really much to say other that hasn't been said by tons and tons of people all across social media already. It's just a fantastic platformer. It's got a ton of charm. It really has helped scratch that itch that's been missing since 3D Mario hasn't had an original full game. And God, I'm coming on 9 years this October.
9 years?
Yes, yeah, since Odyssey.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But yeah, Bonanza really hits that same beat that you're really looking for. The destruction element is so much fun, how you could just completely blow through almost any part of the environment and figure out like all different like personalized ways to get through environmental and platforming puzzles, as some people have called it. It is literally Red Faction Guerrilla to change things up. Yeah, but like there's a ton of charm. The end game reveal is awesome. I won't say what it is, just for spoilery reasons, but it's great. Yeah, like it is the Switch 2 system seller, and still is. Like even 6 months later, it is still the reason to get the Switch 2 in my opinion.
I still keep shaking my head at Nintendo. Why was this not the game you were promoting for the Switch 2 right off the bat onto that? Like I still am just like, you guys made the wrong call on that.
Yeah, I mean, either way, this still came out a month after launch and is like one of the best launch window games I think Nintendo has ever put out for a console. Like, this is easily number 1 game of the year material, and I don't begrudge anyone who says it's their number 1.
All right. So, it is, before we get to our number 1, it is time for honorable mentions and dishonorable mentions.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm last. You're doing me last.
Oh boy.
Oh dear. I think I know where this is going.
I know. I understand. I know where this is going. Okay. I'm gonna actually start with my dishonorable mention for me personally. Because I'm gonna be real. I think I just kind of lucked out. I didn't really play many bad games last year onto that. So it was kind of hard for me to pick one. So I guess dishonorable mention by process of elimination is Castlevania The Adventure on the Game Boy. This game is dog shit. If you seen any reviewer, like you lose your whip upgrades when you're attacked at all, like even your base upgrade goes away, kind of shit.
Oh god, the whip goes off Cave Story rules?
Yeah,
Oh no.
the level design is clearly not meant for a Belmont that moves that slow. The only way I can ever recommend playing this game is do the DX version where they make it so you hold on to your whip upgrades and you're much faster. There, it's just kind of a generic Castlevania by that point onto it. And I know there is the WiiWare remake, but honestly, that's an entirely different game. I'm gonna be real. It has nothing to do with the original adventure other than it's the same story. But yeah, that'd be my dishonorable mention. However, for honorable mentions, I got 3. I'm gonna rapid fire these pretty quick. 1, Expedition 33. The only reason that it's not on the list is because I have not finished it yet. And for me, I have a rule for myself that I need to finish the game before I put it on. Because, like, for example, that's why Hades 2 moved down onto it. It would have gotten a higher spot if I earlier onto that, but rest assured, it will be on next year's list. It will on that. The other one would be Slay the Princess. God, I felt so bad I didn't get to put this one on the list proper. It would have been there any other year for such a damn cool visual novel. onto that. And so, like, again, of taking one concept and going to town with it, like, Slay the Princess is so cool of a visual novel for it, and I will always encourage people to try it out. The third one is actually a system onto it that I'm doing. And if you think I'm talking about the Switch 2, cute. No. It's I'm joining the crowd. Yo, you should all get a Steam Deck.
So
Finally, so true. I've been on this train for years. You
That's where my
finally
tax
joined me.
return went last year.
Let's go.
Yo,
But the Steam Deck, this is everything I have wanted the Switch and Switch 2 to be for like the past like 6 years onto that for me. I felt like I felt like for me like the handheld scene kind of died for me a while ago, and then I started playing the Steam Deck and I was like, oh. No, it's just I don't like the Switch. And the Steam Deck for me, it's so comfortable to hold. My hands never tire holding on to it. You have access to your entire Steam library, which if you've been on that platform for a long time, it's a lot onto it and runs games fantastically well. But also, it is one of the best emulation machines I think I've ever had onto that. So, like, the library that this system has is frankly outrageous onto that. It is my one-stop shop handheld, and it feels like a system that you can very much customize to be your own system, which is something I feel in consoles has been kind of lost for a while onto it. Like, my Steam Deck feels like my Steam Deck onto it, and it's just, I have loved this system ever since I've had it, and it has easily been the system I have played the most this year onto that, and a reason why I have been able to play so many more games at this point.
Yeah.
The only thing that sucks is you need a 20-watt or higher charger for it. That's the only thing I really don't like about the system onto that. But other than that,
Counterpoint,
the Steam Deck is incredible.
counterpoint to that. It's not like those are hard to come across. You can very easily find those on Amazon.
It comes with it.
Yeah,
It
well,
also
I mean,
comes
it's just
with
one of
one.
those you got to remind yourself on to that you got to bring a special
Yeah.
charger for it kind of deal.
Yeah, like if you want to take the Steam Deck with you on the go, then you will need like a cable and like a power bank or wall plug that is capable of doing that. But that stuff is hard to come by.
Yeah, so it's one of those I will always push for people to get a Steam Deck. It has easily been my favorite system. So, yeah,
It's so good.
Ace, honorable and dishonorable. Ooh.
surprisingly, no dishonorable this year.
Woo!
Nothing dire.
Yo, nothing
guess
but
I got
dubs.
lucky.
Nothing but dubs.
Yo,
Nothing but
dubs.
Well, I would say nothing but dubs because the honorable mention is there because it has I'm giving it the award for I'm giving it the Mom Spaghetti Award because I feel like a lot of people here are going to talk about it. It's Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
Yep.
It is so weird because like it plays well, it looks great, it has some like really fun abilities, and hell, even the characters themselves most of the time are pretty good with 2 exceptions. But the actual overall story is non-existent. Radio Mackenzie, I want to throw into the sun, and Psylocke, why are you here? Why are you here? Also, the Soul Valley. It's kind of barren. Like, there's stuff, but not stuff, if you get what I mean.
Mhm.
I like the Super Thunderbolt shot, though. It's so fun.
I like plasma beam. Or wait, Buster.
Yeah, wait, Buster.
So heavy.
Okay, hold on. I gotta wake myself back up. Okay. That's what happens when you don't get enough sleep. Okay. So I got a couple honorable mentions, and I do have a dishonorable mention that might throw a couple people off. Okay. So I guess this would be my theoretical 6 through 10. So Metroid Prime 4, had fun with it. It's got problems, I understand, but I still had a lot of fun with it. Kirby and the Forgotten Land plus Starcross World. It was a good expansion. There should have been more, definitely. Mario Kart World game has a great soundtrack, but it still plays really, really well. I enjoy the Knockout Tour and everything like that. That is fantastic. Among Us 3D gets its spot because of that fucking clip that we got.
Proximity chat makes that fucking game.
Yeah, which
You're talking about the one in the bathroom, right?
yes, gentlemen, we need to play that game again.
Yes.
Specifically Among Us 3D. We need to. And then my last honorable mention is Theatrhythm Final Fantasy.
Hell yeah.
That is a good rhythm game.
Played that.
To be honest, I
Bring
almost
it
forgot I
to
played it too.
fucking Steam, please. Onto it. Why is
Yeah,
it only on the
Jesus.
Switch and PS4?
So my dishonorable really quick, one more honorable mention. I'm putting the Switch 2 on the honorable mention. Obviously, it's not a game, so I can't put it on the top 5. But I love my Switch 2. I've gotten a lot of mileage out of it. Kind of the exact opposite of what Pat was talking about. I like my Switch 2.
Me too.
And there's nothing wrong with wanting a Steam Deck or not wanting a Switch 2. I want to make that perfectly clear. It's not I'm not bashing anybody. I'm not a dick.
Yes, you are.
What do you mean by
Fuck
that?
you. My dishonorable mention, though, it is not a game. It is not a movie. It is a game mode. My dishonorable mention is Resource Rumble from Marvel Rivals. That game mode is
Okay,
a
okay.
fucking
You know, I
disgrace
get
to
it.
Marvel
I get
Rivals.
it. I get
Okay,
it.
so
I understand.
real quick, I never played Resource Rumble, but I remember that bit from like there was a video. What the fuck is that mode?
Okay,
And
okay. You want to explain it?
Have you ever wanted to feel like a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest?
Yeah.
What?
Okay,
That's
so
what
to
Resource Rumble is.
okay, so to
That
actually
doesn't answer
explain
my
what the
question.
okay to actually explain the mode. Okay, so what Resource Rumble is once the game starts, there are the game will pick one of three random spots on the map. The team both teams will go there and they will fight they will fight for control of that spot, and whoever claims that spot first will then accumulate the points for that spot. Once they accumulate a certain amount, the spot will close and the next spot will open up. If a team claims 2 out of the 3 spots, they win. However, if one team claims one spot, the other team claims the other, then it will go. Then the third spot will open up. And it was just by the end of that, whoever gets the most, the game will only end with the team who accumulates the most points.
That just sounds like King of the Hill or Control Points with extra steps.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's exactly the problem.
And the reason why it's my dishonorable mention is because when I go on to play Marvel Rivals, I want to play Marvel Rivals, not be a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. That's what it feels like whenever I play this game mode. Why the hell is it in fucking quick play? I'm glad it's removed for season 6. Rest in piss, you arrivederci, you piece of shit.
I'm glad that they tried it. I'm also glad that they acknowledged that the game mode has some issues, so they want to retweak it.
I don't like it.
So
Okay.
All right, I'm done.
Jason. Oh wait, no. He's going last. Right. Triforce.
Yeah, so who's next?
All right, so first, I'm just going to get my dishonorable mention out of the way because this one's not a game, it's not a system, it's a game company. Level 5, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
wait, what happened? What happened?
They're embracing AI, I'm pretty sure.
And like quadruple fucking down onto it to the point of where their CEO is just going, "Hey guys, please don't be mean to AI. We have our whole business built around it. Please don't do that, guys."
Okay, I get it. Hang on.
Yeah, because and like the reason I'm putting this in this honorable mention for me specifically, I'm a Professor Layton fan. I'm fucking pissed. You killed all my hype. God
I'm
damn it.
terrified.
Yeah. Like they are taking forever with that and Deca Police as well. It's like
like the whole AI thing is also why I like that. When I first saw that direct of them announcing all those games, I was like, ooh, these all look really fun. I might actually get Inazuma 11. And then the AI thing happened and I never got Inazuma 11. So yeah. For honorable mentions, because wanted to end on the good stuff. So first honorable mention, Donkey Kong Bonanza. You know the year was stacked when that did not make my top 5. I was smiling that entire end bit. You all know why. I'm not saying shit.
Yeah.
Next honorable mention, 100 Line. I like Kodaka's games. 100 Line's a really fun time. I will get back to the rest of the endings at some point.
I've been told
100
multiple times to
correct?
play 100 Line.
100 Lines of crack?
It's literally Jason. It's literally got 100 endings.
For better or worse.
Oh,
it has 100 endings.
I see.
And third honorable mention, which was a relatively recent release, like the last month of the year. Hi, Unbeatable, you're really fucking good.
Oh, yo, my dog, my dude, my dog, yo, shut up, hey, yo, dab me up, my dog, yo, let's go.
To go a bit more with Unbeatable, I was following its development like later in its development because I heard about it from at least a few people I follow. It's like, oh, this actually looks like it's just my jam, and it very much was. Holy fuck. I have listened to Waiting so many goddamn times.
It's a really good soundtrack, man.
Yeah. So yeah, those are my honorable mentions. There could have been more. There could have been more, but I wanted to leave it at 3.
All right, I'll go honorables first. Repo would have been on the list, but there's too many on the list. It's a top 5. Dispatch, I love the shit out of it, but I haven't technically played it. I watched a friend play it, and he had me make the decisions. Monkey Ball Banana Rumble, I love Monkey Ball with a passion, but this is a top 5, not a top 10. And the first half of Inscription, because it was a really fun roguelike deck builder. Now for my dishonorables, I put Dead by Daylight Springtrap because it's not dishonorable because I don't like Springtrap. He's really fun to play, but it's trying to trick me into thinking Dead by Daylight's a good game.
The people got too good.
Yeah. I put Sonic Rumble because it is very mobile. Like, very painfully mobile.
It is
aggressive
in its microtransactions. It is.
And my last dishonorable is the rest of Inscription because it completely flipped on me what the game was, and I stopped caring about it as soon as it happened.
I like that half.
I don't.
Well, good news for you, Casey's mod is a mode.
So I guess am I going before
Ryan's
Jason then?
next, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, rapid fire here for honorable mentions. I already mentioned Ninja Gaiden 2 Black and Shinobi Art of Vengeance, but also Expedition 33. I simply have not gotten around to play it yet, but I know that is a game that would make my list once I play it, so I'm just throwing it out there. Metroid Prime 4, same as Tevi. I think it's a really fun game, but I also recognize that it has a lot of flaws, and hopefully Metroid Prime 5 is better. And one that I didn't think anyone would mention, but I wanted to give a little shout out here. Call out to First Berserker Kazan, because I'm not normally into Souls-likes, but I gave that game a try, and I've only played like maybe around like 7 hours of it or so, but I was really enjoying it, and I'd like to go back to it at some point. It's just very hard to play a stressful Souls-like after a long day at work sometimes.
Yeah.
I would like to give a special. I'd like to give a special shout out to a Souls-like I probably will finish after Pat finishes Bloodborne, but before its sequel comes out. I need to finish fucking Code Vein for the love of God.
Oh yeah, the sequel. Yeah, that's coming out.
I want to watch K9 John's video on it, but I want to finish the game first.
And
close-ish to the end.
And for my dishonorable mention, I thought I was going to be the only one who had a company as the dishonorable mention, but I was beat to it. But mine is Microsoft. Sega bowed out of the console market, and it was kind of sad. Y'all are just pathetic.
Consider that a prelude to what's about to happen.
I thought Perfect Dark actually looked kind of cool. Y'all suck.
Man, that segue is perfect for the man in the middle of the screen right here, Jason.
Oh,
Pop off, King. Pop off, King.
All right, so honorable mentions first.
You ignored the transition that I gave you.
I know because like these would go by faster. Honorable mentions, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. We already talked enough. We're already talked enough about that. Pretty much everything that these guys said. No straight roads. I either bought that game or was gifted that game. I forget which way it went, but I did have a good time in that game. I just wish it went further I wish the story went further than it did. And I wish they actually went further with the rhythm-based, with the rhythm-based side. God, I felt like the rhythm, yeah. If they go further with it, I would definitely enjoy it more. Unbeatable, because I played the crap out of the demo. Because I found out about Unbeatable through, of all things, the Game Awards. I had no idea that the game existed. And then they had a trailer for the Game Awards. I just went, the game looks interesting. Demo out now. Oh, there's a demo? All right, there's a demo. Let me try the demo. Oh, I'm so getting this game when it comes out. I have the game. I haven't beat it yet. It'll probably be on my list next year.
It will.
Yes.
Go.
Okay, here's the main for the people watching. They're like, what's going on? We know, all of us in this group that have been following Jason know exactly what game he's about to talk about.
For context, dishonorable mention. I picked the weirdest time to get into Halo. It was an offhanded comment that I made to our friend Stefan, because he plays Halo a lot, and I said, one of these days I'll buy the Master Chief Collection so I can play Halo with you. Internally, he was like, all right, bet. Looks on Steam. At the time, the Master Chief Collection was on sale for $10. And he just gifted it to me. And I just went, oh, well, I guess I'm playing Halo. So I played Halo. So I have all the games. So, well, I have 1 through 4. I have all the ones that Bungie made in 4. So I said, I'm just going to play them all. So I played Halo 1. I played Halo 2. I played 3, ODST. I played Reach. I played 4. I played Infinite. And I played 5. And I played 5. Why did I say Infinite before 5? I hate Halo 5 so much. Halo 5, because oh man, I hate Halo 5 so much. I hate Halo 5 and everything around Halo 5, and I also hate 343. I also hate 343. I picked the worst time to become a Halo fan because I felt like I speedrun the Halo experience. Man, Halo's great. Halo sucks. What do they do to my child? Halo 5 is Halo. The biggest reason why I don't like Halo 5 is the fact that Halo 5 5 is everything. It's everything that Halo isn't. It's a modern first-person shooter with a Halo skin on top. So everything about everything that isn't Halo, we're just gonna put that in Halo 5. And also because for some stupid reason they want to have some cross-media stuff. It's like, hey, did you read the books? No? Well, too bad, because we're going to include this character, and we're going to include this character, and this character, and that person. Who are these guys? You don't know. We're not going to tell you, because guess what? You didn't read the books. Hey, Locke seems like a cool character. Like the new guy that we put on the front of the box, and all of like the promotional material, we're just going to show him off and say he has like this really cool showdown with the Master Chief. Master Chief is on the hunt, and Locke is the one who's going to take him down. You play the game. It's not even that big of a focus, and they have like one fight scene that is like that is like the lamest thing ever. You want to know the one thing I had to do while playing Halo 5? I made it my mission at one point. Said, I'm not going to use any of the new stuff that they give me in Halo 5. I'm not going to run anywhere. I'm going to walk everywhere. All these new guns that they give me, I'm just going to talk. All these new guns that they give me, I'm just going to toss them out the window. I don't want to use any. I don't care about you. I'm going to play this like the Halo game I enjoy. And the moment I played it, like all the budget Halo games, was when I finally have fun with Halo 5. And I have to stop playing your games the way you want me to, and playing the way you don't want me to, it's a bad game. I hate Halo 5 and I hate 343.
Oh my God.
I'd like to also share a story for when he was playing Infinite with Stefan. As soon as he got to the end of the campaign for Infinite, it ends on the like, what are we gonna do, Master Chief? And he just goes, finish this fight. Credits roll. He doesn't even let the credits finish. Closes game, uninstall.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, Halo Infinite is like a much better game than like Halo 5. Halo Infinite is like so far, it's like the best Halo game that 343, now Halo Studios, whatever. Who cares about your stupid AI garbage that they have come out? But also by that point, I was so burnt out on Halo that I got to the Halo Infinite. I threw my hands up. I just went, yes, I'm done. Hard quit the game, uninstalled immediately. But that was because I was burnt out on Halo Infinite. I was just burnt out on 343.
You know, I am suddenly, after hearing all that, I'm suddenly very glad my journey stopped like right after reaching ODST.
Yep.
God.
Yeah, I always hear with 5, it's like 5 and 4 are described as like the inverse of each other, where 4's campaign is actually pretty good, but the multiplayer was bad. Whereas 5 has a pretty fun multiplayer, but the campaign is awful.
Campaign sucks! You wanna know how I played Halo 5? For some reason, Halo 5 is not available on Steam. You can play all the other Halo games on PC except for Halo 5 for some reason. You wanna know the only way you can play Halo 5 on Steam? You have to buy Xbox Game Pass. Now, granted, this was before they increased the price of Game Pass. So I bought like the Ultimate tier, which was like $20 a month. I paid for that. I paid for 1 month so I could cloud stream Halo 5 to my PC. Now, if like to be fair, I have a really good internet connection, and I also am like physically plugged in. So for those reasons, when I cloud stream the game, the actual cloud stream was actually like, you know, fantastic. There was like no drops in frames. There was like no no lag. Actual cloud streaming. All right, I'll give it to you. It's pretty, like, you know, it's pretty neat. So I only paid $20 for Halo 5. I want my $20 back.
Damn.
Poor fuck.
We're good.
You done? Or you got anything left in the tank?
On second win, Jason, go.
Like,
Oh, God.
No, I'm done. for now.
All right. So, okay, there we go. Okay.
The ultimate game of the year.
All right. So I would like to tell a story for mine.
Oh boy.
So I was working on my list pretty early, had my media friend to do it. I was like, okay, like, you know, through most of the year, I think Dark Souls is gonna pretty confidently take the #1 spot onto it. Like, you know, I don't think any other game would come in and ruin the whole what is that? Oh God. Oh God, it's Severed with a steel chair!
Oh my God!
So yeah, you can absolutely blame Sophie for this one onto it because Stars in Time is my #1
Yes.
game of the year onto, and easily my favorite indie RPG maker game onto that too. So, like Triforce mentioned, the entire idea is you're in the final dungeon of an RPG, but time keeps looping over and over and over onto it. And the ways that the story manages to build off of that, as well as it actually, the thing that really impressed me was that RPG Maker games, their combat tends to be pretty simple and usually very breakable. The way that they actually managed to get that to be part of the narrative onto that is one I think is so clever, and it made me relate to Sifrin so much because of it. Because like, if he stops like caring about like the battles of like the, you know, these are nothing whatever onto that, like you started to kind of feel that too onto it. So you start like relating to him in that way, and like the writing of the characters is so good onto that. This boy can fit so much trauma in him. So much trauma.
Imagine an amount of trauma, double that.
The Torment Nexus.
Yeah,
you are trapped in the Torment Nexus.
This is absolutely the game that I feel like I'm just gonna keep pushing people to try out onto it, because man, this one grabbed me so hard and did not let go onto it, and I feel like it's very much an RPG that only gets better the longer it goes on for that, for it. So, Stars in Time, absolutely incredible, and I highly recommend you go check it out onto it. Easily my game of the year, full stop. Ace, you're #1.
I definitely know nobody here has played this one, because it's time for my whack job RPG pick. So, there's a little series that I swear only me and sometimes Warbot talk about, and it's called SteamWorld. It's got a few sub-series. It's got SteamWorld Dig, Dig 2, Heist, Quest Hand to Gamelon, Build. But then last year they announced and released the sequel to SteamWorld Heist, Heist 2. And oh my god, I think it's now my favorite. I'm sorry, Dig 2. I think you've been superseded. The Heist series is sort of a 2D turn-based, like XCOM style game where you move characters around and you do cover-based shooting. But instead of dice rolls and percentiles, you work off of physically aiming your gun, with the whole gimmick being wacky-ass trick shots that you really shouldn't have gotten away with. And the first game was fun, but a bit too difficult and strict. This one just blows the combat system wide open, class-based with unique character traits to create some interesting combinations, great character designs, and so many wacky-ass weapons and outright disgusting builds you can run with. You can make my man Weasley a fucking grenade man and just blow up everything. You can make the most disgusting sniper in the world. You can be a shotgun kill streak, gun-toting, run-and-gunning maniac. And it's so much fun. And I straight up think SteamWorld Heist 2 has the best story in the series. Or at the very least, the best main character. Quincy, the captain of your crew, is such an interesting protagonist from both story and gameplay, because he's for the most part, a non-combative protagonist. He's the captain. He does the orders. He drives the ship. But he doesn't do any fighting, and that's part of his arc. He comes from pirate blue blood. His mother was a great pirate and hero, and he's got a lot to live up to, and he knows it. In any other game, he'd be like a, kind of a hateable, like, Ash / what's his face from Tales of the Abyss kind of character, where his whole arc is not being an asshole. Instead, it's him coming to terms with his mother's legacy, his place in it, and becoming his own hero. Oh, and throughout the game, he has such a wonderful arc involving his friends, his little robot companion. The fact that he spends most of the game without an arm, which is partially the reason why he doesn't fight, but the moments you do get to use him in combat are some of the best story beats in the game, with an ending that, well, closed out his arc perfectly. This game is baller. Please play all the SteamWorld games. I'm not asking. Do it. They're usually dirt fucking cheap on whatever your system of choice. Yeah, get it. Dirt, cause dig.
Yeah. All right, Savvy. I think I know what your number one is at this point.
Oh, right, by award. I give SteamWorld Heist 2 the I totally meant to do that award. It's that kind of system.
All right, is it my turn now?
Yeah.
He has a lot of style.
Let's
The
go.
goat is near. This Kong has my game of the year. It's Donkey Kong Banana.
Fucking called it.
Yeah, so absolutely no surprise. The Nintendo bitch has a Nintendo game for its game of the year. Okay, like straight up, I love Bonanza. This is genuinely one of the greatest 3D platformers I've ever played, and honest to God, this ranks above Odyssey for me. I love this game because, like, the movement is really good. The general premise is just fascinating. Just like, yeah, you can break everything. Just you can tear down the map to like its base functions, and I think that is so genius. And the main collectibles, you don't have to collect the bananas. You can ignore the bananas. Like, they are not technically power stars or power moons, because all the bananas do is just unlock new abilities for your. It's not really a skill tree, but pretty much
may as well be.
it may as well be. But oh my god, like the new abilities that you can get and the Bonanza transformations, genuinely, I need a Donkey Kong Bonanza 2 just for those alone, because these Bonanza transformations are fantastic. Like, they allow a lot of versatility and exploration, and I don't know why the Kong Bonanza is cheeked up on a Wednesday afternoon, but it's like, Jesus. Like, and as much as I want to talk more about the finale, I know I can't. All I'm going to say is that it is probably the best finale Nintendo has ever done. Full stop. I think it is the best finale Nintendo has ever done, and they have a lot to do if they want to top this. And the music, fantastic. Graphics, fantastic. If you're looking for a single player game, Monkey fantastic. If you're looking for a single player game to play on your Nintendo Switch 2, buy Donkey Kong Bonanza. This is a system seller, in my opinion.
Now, real quick, here's a fun question, because I realized none of us mentioned this before. Favorite Bonanza theme?
Oh,
Kong.
Zebra.
Kong Bonanza.
For me, it's constantly flopping between Ostrich and Snake.
I'd say Kong.
Ostrich or Kong? That for me.
Yeah, for me it's Kong.
Jason!
I love
just goes too hard.
I love the ooh ho ho ooh ha ho. Great.
Jason!
All right, now I get to be positive. It's Halo again, and because I was expected to get into Halo this year. It's so funny looking back how much of Halo has actually been like a part of my life because I watched all of Red vs. Blue. I really loved Red vs. Blue. So whenever a new Halo game was announced, I didn't go, oh sweet, more Halo. I went, oh sweet, more Red vs. Blue. I get more Red vs. Blue. I get more Red vs. Blue content. So I've always been aware of Halo. I know how much people like Halo. So finally this year, actually being able to play Halo and see what people like about and see what people actually like about Halo so much. Now I finally do get it. Like how slow it is, how careful it is when the game chooses to be silent versus when the game wants to be loud. It's armor, it's weapons, it's pacing, it's music. It's music like that, like the theme of Halo, that famous choir. It hits so differently now. I really like that theme. But if I had to pick the game that specifically made me go, oh, I get it now, it's Halo 2.
Yeah.
It's Halo 2. Halo 2 specifically is my number one game of the year. I know I am so late to this. I am so late to this party. Halo 2 came out in 2004. I finally
Harvey Birdman looking at the calendar.
I finally played Halo 2 in 2025. But now I get to be the one who says all this stuff. Isn't it cool how the Master Chief can now just pick up two weapons and he can do with them, so you can run so you can run around with dual needlers and with dual needlers, dual pistols, dual pistols, dual SMGs. Wasn't it really cool about one cutscene where Master Chief had the bomb? He literally threw the bomb out of space, got it to the other ship, set the bomb to detonate. They used the explosion to propel himself over to the other ship. Isn't it cool how in Halo 2 you actually get to play as the get to play as the Covenant and actually get to experience what it's like to be on the side of the Covenant. Isn't it really cool how Halo 2, I think it was Halo 2, that really introduces the energy sword? You have to pick up the energy sword, you get to slash people to death. Isn't it really cool how you hop into one of these fire machines and the coolest piece of song and from any other games starts playing, and you get this really sick guitar riff as you're flying through the air blasting foes. Isn't it really cool? Isn't it really cool how you got to meet the actual face of face of the Flood? And it's like this giant parasitic looking demon with its own thoughts and feelings, and it looks absolutely disgusting. Isn't it also just so cool how cool the Master Chief is, that he can just do all this stuff? Nobody bats an eye. You're running through the city. Master Chief, we need your help to take down this giant tank with four legs. Don't worry, I want an audience, a pistol, and a rocket launcher. And you ask the Master Chief to get to hop on the thing, take it down with the pistol and a rocket launcher, and you feel like the coolest guy. And you feel like the coolest guy. On the planet. Isn't isn't it so weird how this game was crunched so heavily to get the sequel out, and yet and yet somehow they made at least to me, a lot of people, still the best Halo game, like the best Halo game of the best like Halo game of like the whole franchise. The Master Chief is so cool. Halo 2 is so cool. This game is so dope. I get why people like Halo now.
What? Hey, Jason.
I get it. These games are really, really cool. What's up?
What if you miss?
He does it.
He's so cool.
Isn't it also really cool? Isn't it also really cool? He lands back on the ship. Master Chief, what are you doing? Finishing this fight.
So Jason, so that whole thing is a great understanding of how after me and my brother got a little burnt out on Halo campaigns, I didn't really get into other FPSs as much. Because I really do think that Kid Me peaked with playing the Halo series when it comes to FPSs.
It was so also really funny because it was also like really funny because as I would play through these games, because I really like RVB, I would pick up certain weapons and I'll pick up certain weapons instead of calling them by what their actual names. I would just go, "Hey guys, oh cool, it's the Griff Shot," and my friend goes, "Jason, that's not the Griff Shot. That's a Bruce Shot." It was the Bruce Shot. No.
That guy.
Oh my God,
you
San
see, that's
Francisco
the funny piss on the moon figure, right?
Because that's where I know this stuff from. I know it from RVB. I watched RVB way before I play Halo, so a lot of my context comes from the show.
By the way, for those wondering, my favorite weapon's pretty much always been the Needler. It's so fun just blowing
one
up people with
Needler
explosive
trash,
needles.
two Needlers fucking S tier, bro.
Hey, that's someone with full health. Who?
It's also really fun play these games with in co-op with friends, because man, it is so much fun to turn your brain off and just do some really stupid stuff in Halo for no reason. For no reason. Spawn into a campaign match. The moment we hit start, we both look at each other and just threw a light grenade at each other, blew each other up. He gets a vehicle. Jason, I'll drive. Okay, drives us off a cliff immediately, like deliberately.
Got on the multiplayer with Halo. I still remember one great game session me and my brother had with some of our friends where we just went into I think it was with 3, where we went into one of the multiplayer modes and had it to where we all just basically shuffled our control schemes.
Oh God! All right, I think Jason has kished about Halo 2 enough. So, Travis, you're number 1.
So, I find it very funny that this game was actually mentioned earlier by Ryan because I had to keep my mouth fucking shut until I could get to my number 1 segment.
Oh.
Estelle's best girl. So when I was ordering this list, I was constantly fighting for a good 5 to 10 minutes of do I put Expedition or do I put Trails at number 1? Trails 1.
Yeah. Let's go.
So, much like Ryan, I had the case of I've been wanting to get into this series for a good few years, but was never actually quite sure what the starting point was. And then Fred, who's really into Trails, basically just added me going, "Hey, by the way, the first game's getting a remake this year." I bet. This might be the that first scene when Joshua first wakes up in the bedroom might be the fastest I've ever fallen in love with an RPG protagonist. Holy shit.
Yes. Estelle and Joshua are great protagonists.
After I played the demo, one of my friends proceeded to stream the demo, and I decided to co-com with it for him because I wanted to. Because I was already loving the game despite only playing the demo. Which, by the way, the demo is the entire prologue chapter. Play the demo.
Yes, it's long.
But yeah, so to quote what I said in stream, after Estelle drop kicks Joshua in the face, Your Honor, I love them. But yeah, so Trails in the Sky is basically a coming of age story for Estelle and Joshua, where it's them finally becoming bracers, which is basically like if RPG Hero was an actual job. Where it's them traveling the country while in their first year as bracers, trying to become senior bracers, and maybe not uncovering a conspiracy over time, as our RPGs do. And one thing that really sells Trails, alongside all the combat shit that Ryan mentioned earlier, the NPCs. Holy fuck!
Yes.
Every single NPC you can talk to, and I mean every single one, has a kind of storyline going on with them that you can experience as you talk to them, as you do certain story beats. And it was wild for me with one particular pair of NPCs you meet as you go throughout the cities, because you'll see them in each of the stores, where it's like one of them spending a lot of money, the other going, I just want to get home, and me kind of feeling bad for the husband. And then I get to the final city and find out, oh, the wife actually just owns the big major store of that final city. And it's like, oh, everything makes so much sense now. Which on that note, Ryan, how far in are you? I have to ask.
I've been playing the game very much on and off just because of my job and other responsibilities. I only just got to chapter 2, which is the thing.
Oh, you're early. You are early. Okay.
Yeah. Which, bear in mind, that's still like 18 hours in. Bear in mind.
Yeah. It's like alongside Estelle and Joshua, you also get hold on, I need to count here. You get like 5 other party members as you go, and they are all great in their own way, and I cannot wait to see how their stories all expand in the sequels.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've met him yet, but Olivier is one of my favorite characters because he's such a little shit.
He is hilarious.
Olivier is glorious and such a little shit. I love the way the characters play off of him.
Yes, Shara is also hilarious, but also the living embodiment of the author's barely disguised fetish meme.
she might be my favorite. God. And again, all the NPCs have stories. Each of the party members have their own little stories, even if one of them clearly has more for the sequels, based on how little screen time he actually got. But that's just how that goes.
Yeah, from what I know, second chapter is very much just a full, literally just goes right into from the ending. Of this game.
When I first got the game, my friend I mentioned, he told me that I would likely want to play the sequel immediately. He was not wrong, but I am waiting for that remake. For that remake.
It's less a one game and another, and more part 1 and part 2, from what I know.
Very much so, and I am not saying shit on how. But also, just another fun thing that was real fun for me is the character customization you get as you go. Because, to put it simply, at one point, I unlocked teal hair color for Estelle, and Ryan can already tell exactly where I'm going with that.
That's an AV.
Yeah. The one oof with the customization is the hair colors are also where the eye colors are tied in, and that meant I never changed Joshua's eye color because they made it very clear his eye color was somehow important early on, as I did not want to fuck with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the character customization is so fun.
Yeah, I want to play more of this game. I got away from it because of other stuff, like Prime 4 dragged me away from it for a little bit. And also, you know, I have a job and also want to make YouTube videos, so a long RPG can sometimes get away from me.
You know, it was like the only game I was playing when the game released. The only game I was playing, like, good lord. But yeah, no, I binged it. I love it. I am so hyped for when Second Chapter Remake is coming out, and I am already a hardcore Trails fan. Holy fuck. I can.
Yeah.
God.
And that would be.
And also, it's just fun. It's just fun that they were actually able to get all the English VAs back for it.
Oh, is it the same English VAs that have been voicing them since, like, when they show up in the later games?
Yeah, like it's Stephanie Sheh, it's Johnny Bosch, it's Matt Mercer, it's all those guys.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. Well, Joshua is literally just Ichigo.
All right. Chris, your turn now. Number 1.
So, if you noticed my previous 2 entries, they were both Switch 2 titles. There was one game that prevented me from even caring about the Switch 2 when it released. And that would be the official release, finally, of Deltarune.
Oh yeah.
It's finally out. Deltarune tomorrow happened.
You can actually.
Well, now we're back in Deltarune tomorrow.
Dude, Chapter
You
5
can
coming out tomorrow.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, it was really fun. I was so excited. It gave me an excuse to stream again, even if there's no viewers. It's a reason to have my reactions recorded. The music's great as always. The story's great as always. I'm constantly listening to TV World, TV Time, The Hammer of Justice. I love Tenna. I love his interaction with Spamton. I love Gerson and whatever implications that bring up because he was in the Dark World. I can't believe that I'm still waiting for more of it.
Wait, but Chris, what about the bounded music for Chapter 5? That also goes hard.
The what?
The bounded music for Chapter 5.
I don't.
What bro talking about?
Talking about?
Wait, wait.
Chapter 5
No,
ain't
wait.
here yet.
I mean, like,
It's not out
that
yet.
for Chapter 4.
Oh.
Oh yeah. I mean, all of it's good.
Yeah.
I love the Sanctuary musics. I love Jackenstein too. That was the best fight of the game. I was laughing my ass off at "You're taking too long."
You're long.
You're taking too.
You're
Like,
You're too.
I will forever
You're
love
too long.
I will forever love one of my friends' reactions to that fight where, like, he gets far enough in and then his reaction is just, what do you mean dancing pumpkins?
Yes, they just
love them.
appear. Like, you don't notice them at first, and then you look down, there's just multiple. And then you look away again, there's even more of them.
Oh god.
Yeah. Toby, like, I think the musical shackles are slowly being released off of Toby if Third Sanctuary is to go by. I eagerly await, because, like, I know this track has to exist right now. There is somewhere in Toby Fox's, like, workspace a USB stick with a song on it that just says Deltarune.
Yeah. Oh my god. When I got done with the 4th Dark World, and I'm just hearing, like, the little drips of water on the, like, rooftops and drain pipes, I'm not thinking anything of it. I'm staring at Gerson's grave, understanding the ramifications of what I just went through, and the piano starts, and I'm just in awe, in shock, and I throw my head back, my hands are on my face, because it starts playing Where It Rained, which is a follow-up of It's Raining Somewhere Else from Undertale.
Lord!
It's one of the best songs in the game.
What does it mean?
It means Sans is doing shit. I don't know.
That's where you're up to, and what the fuck is a gas?
Why are you trying to fuck my mom?
Bro, have you seen your mom?
Bro,
I have never been more disappointed that we're not live streaming right now.
Chris is just trying to sleep on their bed, but you just hear all the Toriel and Sans noises, just like, I've been through that.
Oh my god.
All right, Ryan, close us out.
Wait,
Alright, so I am
real quick,
last-
real quick. Chris, you know how many times I go back to chapter 3 just to play the rhythm game section?
Dude, those are fun. Yeah, I need to go back and play chapter 3 and 4 again because I never did get the eggs.
Egg.
Ryan,
Alright.
release us from this mortal coil, please.
All right, so I'm the last one, and I am admittedly shocked. This game was not mentioned once leading up till now. I started this year having no interest in this game, and then I played its predecessor, fell in love, and jumped on it. And I never thought a year ago I'd be saying this. My game of the year is Hollow Knight Silksong, man.
Oh!
You're right.
I was wondering if someone would bring up Skong.
Yep, Ace got it. I got that gif right there. I can't believe it. I was not a big fan of Hollow Knight going into last year. Tried it multiple times. Just could not get into it. I tried it again right after Silksong came out. It finally clicked. I beat the whole thing in a matter of a couple weeks. Immediately jumped on Silksong and was a bit worried, maybe I'm going to get a little burnt out if I do these back to back. I did not. I got through all of Silksong. I 100% of the game, and it's incredible. I don't know what changed for me the past couple years. I made a whole ass YouTube video about how my opinion turned around on Hollow Knight, and Silksong is just, it's even better. It is visually more stunning. There's so much better environmental detail. The NPCs are even better, particularly because Hornet is actually an interactive character. Ooh, she is great, by the way. Hornet is an awesome character.
Canonically boned.
What was that?
She is canonically boned.
Yeah, like the world building around Farloom is fantastic. This game is hard as hell, and there are some teeth grinding moments in it, but I got through them, and many other times it was just the perfect amount of difficulty where it was challenging, but it felt so satisfying to properly beat it. The way you can build your character in this game, I enjoy a lot more than the original, with the tools and the crests that can full on alter your play style in ways you didn't think would be possible. And the music in this game is spectacular, like just A+ across the board. And like, God, I am amazed that Team Cherry were able to make a game this freaking good. I never thought a Metroidvania could work that would be 40 hours long, especially a 2D one. But goddamn, if they didn't prove me wrong, because this game is just, like, I can literally just gold star, 5 stars, A+, 4 stars, just all across the damn board. It is so good, and the DLC isn't even out yet. We still got the DLC to look forward to, which I will absolutely be playing day one. I don't know if anybody else in here had the opportunity to play it this year, or if they just didn't rate it because they didn't beat it, but legitimately, if you played the original, haven't played Silksong yet, or just like love Metroidvanias, again, as someone who started the year having no interest, you owe it to yourself to play this game. It is immaculate.
Well, I do think that was a successful one, and hey, we actually finished under 3 hours for once. So
Yeah.
This is my Kamen Rider
You
episode.
sure?
You'll have to catch me.
My thing says 248 on that. So.
Yeah.
But by the way, real quick, realized I forgot to do this during my segment, but Ace has been doing this the whole time, and I had this in mind before this even started. Yeah, my number one gets my "This Was Made for Me" award. Like, this is my whole.
All right. So get those media threads ready. We'll see you this time next year for another round of this. So till then, bye. Bye.
Ah,
Don't worry, my
Bye-bye.
spreadsheet is already ready.